Kakadash.
Double honor to the apostles, the elders of great millstone, the teacher on Guru, and without us this truth. Peace and salutation to the Akyam, the fellow laborers, the hopeful elect, pushing this truth of risking all lives for the four corners of earth. We're the brothers of Great Millstone Toronto. Here again, week in, week out, to prophesy the downfall of America the Great, Babylon the Great, aka Assyria, aka Nineveh, spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom, and to preach repentance to Israel, Israel being a people before its place. All right, so we're here week in, week out to go into prophecies, man. There's a lot going on. Things are being speeded up. This week alone, there was multiple news headlines, you know, and in the spirit, the Akyam is rejoicing because we're seeing the Lord make a move, right? Anybody got anything?
Yeah. Second address 15. Let's start at 14 in the GMT.
Oh, that's the spirit.
The world and the people in it are doomed. The war that will bring their destruction is very near.
It's very near, right? So we're in the beginning times of seeing the fall of Esau's kingdom, right? And what are some of the attributes, some of the things that we're going to see taking place? We're going to be seeing armed upwards of people, love of many waxing cold. You know, go ahead.
This racial tension, race wars that Esau's bringing.
Yeah.
But he sees that his kingdom is falling. So they want to basically, it's prophecy.
Well, the top elite, they know they have a short time. And remember, you know, everybody's fighting against each other, not knowing it's your rulers that are causing all this chaos. Because America's been a patsy for them to use. Trial by error. You're seeing the error, but they want to thin the herd so the next world that they think they're going to bring about will be easier to manage. So before all that happens, you got to bring civil war, race wars, and then all that's going to lead to world war. So it's really, you know, you people are fighting against each other, but it's really your rulers who are causing all this.
That's the same thing as Dr. mentioned, it's engineered. Engineered. That's why we had a Hamilton police officer. He's under investigation for calling a coup. Pretty much a coup and supporting extremists. Even like neo-Nazis, skinheads, right? So,
yeah.
And you have a lot of that all over Canada, and that's engineered because pretty much the last 8 years has been a complete joke, right? It's been a laughing stock in the face of Edomites, and Esau's tired of you. He's seen his kingdom falling, right? So now they're forming these groups, and these Edomites are training, and they have camps. All right, they have their armed self-defense courses. They have the firearms courses, their tactical courses. You know, they're actually ready for certain environmental scenarios. You know, so this thing is getting ready to happen.
That's right. Yep.
The nations will arm themselves and fight against other nations. There will be great political turmoil.
Great political turmoil, man. Red versus blue. You know, you have these MAGA hats. Their base is huge. Right now, they're enraged. You know, and then you have the liberal political parties. You know, so it's just these elites pulling these puppet strings, order out of chaos.
Well, brother, you got to tell them why we're not a captive.
Yeah, exactly. I was just gonna get into that. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
That's right. What is it? Take Back Canada.
No, Great Canadian Patriot. Anti-immigration protest.
Right down on where we prophesy, man.
Yeah.
Scriptures say the prudent perceive the danger and hide it themselves. Or we're just using wisdom. You know, anything to pop up.
Yeah.
You know, it's you guys. You guys are the reason why. And all hell breaks loose.
That's right.
You know.
Well, they had anti-immigration protest, and then they had pro-immigration protest for sure, right? And it's still developing right now, but as far as we know right now, they arrested a few people. So it's already hell going down there with parking, you know. So the Spirit said, you know what, doing it.
Yeah.
You know, and guess what? Soon we're not going to be on the streets anyway.
Exactly.
You know, all the GMS camps, you know, across the world, they're not going to be on the highways.
Exactly.
Right? Because you're going to have sedition among men. You know, perilous times, man. You just had a man beheaded in Texas. You know, This guy Kurt
Yeah.
did the lean back.
Yeah, yeah. Did the
This
lean
guy
back.
got deleted, bro.
Yeah,
So this thing is kicking up, man.
yeah,
Things aren't cooling down. That's why the Lord said, when I come, there shall be fire
yeah,
already kindled.
yeah.
He said,
What
what
will
will I
I?
bring? Right?
What will I if
What
it not
will
be?
I bring if
Yeah.
it be already done?
Yep. Yep.
You're not bringing water to quench that shit.
That's right. That's right. In the NLT, it says the earth is going to be burning, but he says, I wish it was already burning. So that tells you what kind of spirit Yahweh Shah is in.
There will be a great, great political turmoil with one group trying to overpower another
Yeah,
and
remember,
gain
you
control.
remember those, you have 3 Quebec special forces? They tried to orchestrate a coup d'etat as well. They got arrested for extremism in Quebec, like a couple months ago.
Con.
So Esau's seeing shit. He's like, no, we gotta,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then it's just gonna keep going and going because he's left, what they call left-hard, the bugged out people. They're clearly bugged out.
Con.
They're gonna clash with the right wingers, and we know that even within the left and the right, there's splinters.
Yep.
You people are divided amongst yourselves.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So it's just gonna be all kinds of chaos.
that's right.
There will be great political turmoil with one group trying to overpower another and gain control while ignoring the legitimate government. There will
Yeah. No, I'm just gonna say that eventually these people are gonna turn from fighting each other to going against oligarchies. This is why you have people of the likes of who's the guy off of Mark Zuckerberg. They don't have underground bunkers for no reason. Little do they know that they don't even they themselves don't even know the extent of what they're a part of. The top wicked elite don't let them in on everything. So they're even coming to the understanding that what we're doing is going to cause this. So we got to make sure that we're able to hide away, put ourselves away and keep our families safe and this, that, and the third. But the prophecy says that they're gonna regard their governors or the leaders. So they're gonna find the Lord's gonna put the spirit on these people to find you, man. Right? And do away with your bunkers and whatnot.
there will no longer
Politicians too, even your average everyday politician that has a nice house in a gated community, that gated community is gonna be stormed. Your CEOs of different companies.
They showed you that in Purge.
Con.
Yeah, which one?
Exactly.
They had the guy hanging, and then they had a cardboard box, and the little ear hangs, such and such.
Yeah, con.
He took your pension, now he's gone.
Con, exactly. Con.
They just showed you that in the fall.
Yeah.
the guy escaping. Like I think he's a prime minister or leader. He has to flee on foot.
And his wife got caught up in that burning too. She died.
I remember a few years ago, I think it was Sri Lanka, they stormed the presidential palace.
Yep.
And they filmed it.
Yeah.
In the house.
Yeah.
There will no longer be free access to the cities because the struggle for power will bring destruction, terror, and total confusion wherever people live.
Exactly.
Because you're not going to have access to information, telecommunication. You're so used to just messaging people, video calling,
Con.
right? In the moment.
Yeah.
So in that time, you're not going to have any of that. It's going to be terror.
Con.
People are going to be afraid.
Yep.
They're not going to know where to turn.
That's right.
You're going to find out what those highways were really built for.
Exactly.
It's not for your convenience. That's for the military. That's going to go for the military. They tell you that in movies, man.
That's right.
They tell you stay off the main roads, right? Stay off the main roads. Stay on, go on the
Yeah.
rural paths. Right?
Yep.
Stay out of the big cities.
You can. Yeah.
Driven by famine and terrible suffering, people will assault their neighbors and merciless plunder their possessions.
Yeah. And you could already see that spirit brewing because you had all these people celebrating when Charlie Kirk got assassinated. And I talked to some people, like so-called high-end people. And even these people in the world, they can't fathom. They're like, what sick people who would celebrate someone being assassinated in front of his kids In my mind, I'm thinking like, yo, you guys have no idea how sick it's gonna really get. If you think seeing someone celebrate another person's assassination in front of his family is sick, the scriptures is bringing, like you said, famine, cannibalism, depravity. Animals are gonna be roaming the streets. You talking about a head being beheaded? That was broad daylight too, right? Wasn't at night?
I think that was in Dallas.
Yeah, broad daylight. The head was rolling, picked it up, just like it was nothing.
Ukrainian girl.
Ukrainian girl. That was in the transit, you know. And that guy was, you were saying, that guy was complaining about having something in him. And then we don't even have those towers that are letting off what those people took a couple years ago. And that's gonna set people like World War Z. You remember when they heard a certain noise, people got crazy.
And that would be considered evil without learning.
Con.
That's what the prophets were set up to, like reintroduce their father and his reputation. And with the book of Amos 3 and 6 and 7, where it says, "Shall be evil
Done in the city, yeah.
and the Lord has not done it."
Yeah.
So these mere mortals, meaning like people are not privy to this understanding. You know,
yeah.
They think it's just like it's a coincidence.
Yeah.
Wrong is the wrong time. No, you're the right. You're where it's supposed to be. Like,
yeah.
If that did happen to that girl, she was placed exactly where it's supposed to be at that time.
That's right.
No
yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. And now with all these because like supposedly it's not real, the Charlie thing is not real, so the conspiracy theories are flying, right? So there's like layers of confusion. Yeah, because even these walkie-talkie Christians, they know, okay, this is the day of the Lord returning, but they don't even know it like how it's supposed to be known. So you can see the layers of confusion upon all these people. Yeah.
That gives more fuel for them saying, hey, we need to police the internet because there's too
Yeah.
many crazy things going on. You said conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
We had the case of somebody threatening a mayoral candidate in Ontario, sending her an email saying, "Oh, if you run for mayor in the rural area, I'm gonna hunt you down and this and that." They found out later that was an AI program that wrote it. That whole message was fabricated. It was completely fabricated.
You see?
They couldn't tell the difference.
Yeah, exactly.
So that shows you that's Esau using, exactly.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Look at Jeremiah chapter 51, 38. Since like 7, Babylon has been a golden cup in Yahweh Shemashai's hand that made all the earth drunken. So basically, it says all the earth is drunken, so they're in a state of stupor, right? The only people that are understanding what's happening is men of the Lord, the 1/3.
That's right.
Because everybody else is thinking we're going to the wrong person. And
yeah,
once we get our votes right, we can make a change.
Yeah.
Right? That's what all this marching is about.
Right.
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 Is that about inconsistency?
Yeah, how do you say that word again? Incontinence? Incontinence.
Yeah.
Incontinency.
Or inconsistencies.
Yeah.
Right? Of speech.
Okay,
once we get the right person who's a great orator,
right,
and it's good, we get it right.
Right.
What's good for the family, not for the scriptures.
Right.
Good is us then being able to go and have a barbecue and drink 6 beers. Right?
Yeah.
While they're being diddled in the basement by their uncle.
Yeah.
You see? Because everyone has a different idea of good.
Yeah.
God is very straightforward what good is and what evil is.
Yep.
See?
Everybody wants to go back to sleep, but just like that alarm clock, you gotta get up.
Right.
And the alarm is getting louder and louder. You want to put snooze. You can't put snooze on the prophecies.
It says the nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad.
Exactly.
Right? So it's twofold. They're mad in the sense that we say they got rid of mad.
Yeah.
I mean, they operate on good mind.
Yeah.
The mind ain't right.
Yeah.
And they're mad because hey, they don't like what's happening. You're forcing to assimilate with people who are not your culture. Right?
Exactly.
When we're in rulership, you want to have other nationalities being crammed into our space. No, you over there. That's what to avoid confusion.
Yeah.
And to turn Babylon.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
This space is built on confusion, right? And the only people that have clarity as to what's going on is the man of the Lord.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly. Yep. And yeah, exactly. And these people are pissed, like you said. They're being forced and we're still in those beginning stages, so to speak. But they're not aware that it's your government that's doing this. You know. Shalom. Yeah, but she was trying to shalom. Yeah, but she was trying to shalom. Yep. Go ahead. Yep.
Verse 8 says Babylon is suddenly fallen, right? And destroyed. So that's what we're coming to the climax of this nightmare, right? How for her?
So like people are mad that they've been lied to. You know, they're waking up like, yo, we were told this because the truth is flooding the internet. So this devil's being exposed. So all, you know, the lies that Esau has been telling are now being exposed. And people are like, oh shit. You know, and they're pissed off because they were sold a lie and they based their children's life, their children's future, their future, grandchildren's future upon a lie. And now you're left with nothing, no hope.
That's why the word said the harmless as doves, wise as serpents. There's a lot of hurt people walking around. You know,
Exactly.
ready to just crash out.
Exactly.
That's why use your P's and Q's. You know?
That's right.
It's not wise to just fight and argue it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
These people are ready to just bug out.
Con. Yep.
I have the word drunk because it's important. Real quick, I just want to go to the meat of it. It says in the defense addicted to drink habitually. So that's the spirit of Babylon and the world, actually. The same spirit that controls the Egypt, right? It's America, which we touched on at the beginning. So Egyptians against Egyptians. That's a spirit. Hey, it's a spirit.
Yeah.
You can't get out of it because you're habitually drunk, and that's one of the symptoms you mentioned, lies.
Yeah.
And they're finding out. So yeah, hey, you can't get out of it. Hey, the Lord put that spirit, by the way.
And that's the problem with it is that when you're told something good or a lie or you're drunk, you're in the moment. These guys were in the moment, not seeing or not being able to see the end of what everything, the end of their own society. Like, why do you think you're given these rights, this rights? Why do you think you're given in technology in your house? You know, they tell you it's to make your life more convenient, but you're not seeing that it's for surveillance. So now you're waking up to the fact that it's for surveillance. You're like, yo, I already signed the dot, already, you know, agreed to the terms, you know, all that. So now you're crashing out, and like you said, they're literally pissed off, but they're also going crazy because there's no hope. There's no hope for them. So they're
And in a mindset of what the F did I just do?
exactly.
Right? Good stuff. Take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. And that's not us saying that, right? That's the unrighteous reason with himself. You know, let's stimulus package. You know, let's give serve.
Yeah.
You know, let's do. But nothing's gonna save us because this is the scripture of a finale.
Yeah.
There's a beginning and an end, and this is where we are. We're the end stage of this nightmare for us, right? That this is done.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Sorry.
So, I have Isaiah 13 or 14. GMT. The foreigners living in Babylon will run away to their homeland, scattering like sheep escaped from hunters, like a sheep without a shepherd. Anyone who is caught will be stabbed to death, while they look while they look on helpless. Their baby will be battered to death. Their houses will be looted. Their wives will be raped.
You got to hear those words, man. Babies being battered to death. And you like, hey, man, this thing's gonna get real ugly. And this is why the Lord has had the prophets day in and day out warning you, because the kind of protection you're gonna need is 1000% divine.
Just listen to that. Father Jesus mentioned when the Son of Man returns.
Yeah.
It will be the day of Noah.
Right.
So you mentioned babies being battered.
Yeah.
That was taking place back then. Babies were getting battered.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Flooding. Yeah. Not be able. Yeah. Most I don't care. I got some. I'm gonna read this real quick. You got it. I'm trying to read what you read in the GNT in 2nd Ezra 15. 2nd Ezra 15 and 14 GNT. It says, "The world and the people in it are doomed. The war that will bring their destruction is very near." And this is why you're seeing uproars catching, like catching fire, like a forest fire, a global forest fire of uproars all over the place. Nations will arm themselves with and fight against other nations. There will be political turmoil. That's straight, right? This thing with Charlie is causing what? Political turmoil. With one group trying to overpower another. With one group trying to overpower another and gain control, while ignoring the legitimate government, there will be no longer free access to the cities, right? Martial law, surveillance, drones. It says, because the struggle of power will bring destruction, terror, and total.
Yeah, that's why we're not talking about this guy. You can't spend too much time talking about the guy who got deleted on TV because he's just a part of it. He's going to lead to to what we're reading, which is martial law. We're talking about prophecy. We already went into conspiracy theories years ago. A lot of things that you people are breaking down, you're breaking it down because we're talking about breaking it down. You guys are looking into things, you're talking about the number, the numerology. We told you guys about that. You guys are late to the party. You've already elevated past that. Right now, we're just dealing with prophecy. That's why we're not going to really spend too much time on this guy, because that's just going to lead the government to look at us like, oh, you guys are we're not anti-nothing. We're just preaching prophecy. That's it. Every day, prophecy, prophecy, prophecy. And the next stage that we're going into is going to be martial law and what the brothers are bringing up. That's the time. We're living in a time where they want to bring that calamity by you people fighting with each other. They want there to be a race war. That's what this is all about. And now everybody's on edge.
It says driven by, oh, wait, let me finish that. It says, because the struggle for power will bring destruction, terror, and total confusion wherever people live.
They call that jungle justice. That happens in the hood every day. When you people are watching CP24, that's jungle justice. Oh, why did that guy get shot? Why did this happen? Why did that happen? Oh, that hood, jungle justice. Sometimes you find out that you killed somebody's brother, somebody's cousin, somebody's this. There's gonna be, most has bringing back jungle justice. That's what people are gonna hear about every single day. That's why you're hearing about women being deleted. By who? By their own men. Oh, you found out, oh, she's been cheating on me this whole time. Jungle justice. Nobody's gonna, oh, I need to call 911 to file charges. You steal from me?
That's it. Right. Yep. Driven by famine and terrible suffering. Yeah.
That's gonna be 911.
Yeah.
Most of making it a norm where a nigga be making like a live and just get deleted right there. You know, him think he's just there to put get some likes. And some justice have to write like TV.
Yeah. Yep.
You know.
Yep. Yeah, like you had these two Instagram, what do you call them, influencers, and they were trying out new foods and they were eating shrimp. Both of them are Jake. You seen that? And then they're right by the window of the restaurant. A car just drove right into where they were eating. Yo. Right. Boom. And he was about to, so yeah, man. And that's the thing, because you're focusing on people, but there's gonna be these spirits are gonna be let loose.
Hey, the guy that ran into the Richmond video center.
Exactly.
Died.
Yeah, 6-year-old or something like that. 6 kids and a 1-year-old.
17-year-old mobile.
You can't hide from spirits.
Which is a new spirit. That not a new spirit, which is a new person that was born, but the spirit's old.
Exactly.
So that spirit got judged.
Yeah, exactly. It says driven by famine and terrible suffering, people, and then you got the pestilence. All these animals are catching lumps and growing tentacles out of them and stuff like that. Things are going to be airborne. It says people will assault their neighbors and mercilessly plunder their possessions. Hey, a woman's a possession. Okay. It says, yeah, that's the point. That's all I wanted to read there. But we're in 2nd Ezra 15 and 16 in terms of prophecy, man.
Oh, exactly.
That's where we're at.
And look how long that chapter is.
Exactly. Yeah. You have something, right?
First, we should look up the
And that, you said 15, right? So
Yeah,
just
15 to
and then it
16.
goes all the way into 16.
Exactly, which we're gonna get it.
What was me?
Yeah, and then 16 goes into what was me.
Yeah.
This book of Revelation, 18 verse 3, just back up the scripture that the brother Black brought out. Going to the how Babylon has been a golden cup in Most High's hand. And you read right here, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the one about the philosophies, the ways of thinking. Okay, which one of the ways is like capitalism?
Yep.
These nations that taking up capitalism, not depending on that really leads to like you being rich, the rich getting richer and the poor get poorer.
Yep.
So now they're finding out that these actually, this being being destitute, right? Again, the richest taken away from them, and they have like they're able to actually profit off all government.
Yeah, because capitalism equals corporations. I know we have a corporatocracy or whatever.
Yeah,
Only
cortocracy. Yeah.
Very few companies own everything. They own everything.
Yeah.
Right? When we hear about BlackRock, and that's just one.
Yeah.
And there'll be Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
And then they own this, they own
Yeah.
that, they own this. They
Exactly.
own the whole world.
Exactly. Yep.
It's a monopoly, right?
It's a monopoly. That's exactly what it is. It's a monopoly.
And that's not even that's without getting into like bonds, where everybody's tied to a bond. You have to
but
pay
those
that back.
same people, they'll be on the list.
Yeah, yeah,
When you
yeah.
check out the corporation.
List, yeah,
when you
yeah,
check
yeah.
out the guys who are
State Street.
the stakeholders.
Yeah, yeah. Stakeholders. Yeah,
That's
con.
when you find out who has the power.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
And then you said corpocracy. That word means the power of dead pretty much.
Hmm.
Corpse.
Con.
The word corporation goes back to corpse.
Yeah, con.
So that's why the Most High describes the other nations as
Dead. Yeah, con.
Revelations, it says at the time of the dead that they should be judged.
Right.
Well, under their
Yep.
corporations, we're just merely strongmen, right? So we're not real people in their eyes. That's why they issue to us fiat currency. Why the hell would I give dead people real money?
Yep.
So
Yep.
why would I give dead people real food?
Yep.
And they even know the law about necromancy, which is why them so-called elites don't talk to us. So why would you dead? We already dead. I ain't talking to you.
Mhm.
You know? Like,
You're black. Yeah,
right.
yeah, kind of.
Compliment for them is saying you're just a pitfall. I've heard them say that too.
Yeah, like a
That's
dog.
compliment
Mm.
from them.
Yeah.
And that's why they gave us the words that we use, like good morning.
Yep.
I just woke up with all this dumb shit.
Con.
Word magic.
It says of all the nations have drunken of the wine of the wrath of fornication.
Yeah, that wine, that's very important. It's symbolic going into wickedness. It's just wicked.
Yeah.
This is just a bitter, wicked place. Egypt and the whole world. Go ahead.
Yep.
That's why they have one of the top law dictionary with Black's Law.
Yeah.
Which that shows you itself. Black's
Yeah.
Law, when you look up the word monster, it means a human being.
Yeah, right.
They pretty much look at you as something resembling a human, but you're an animal. And then that's why too, the Mamlukites, they call you boy.
Right,
They call you
cattle.
boy.
Yeah.
I saw that Jerry Springer special.
Yeah.
They're cursing out Amalek because Edomites hate Amalekites.
Yeah,
Regular
con.
Edomites.
Yeah, con. Yeah.
Amalekites are Edomites too.
Con.
America, you were 3/5 of a human.
Yeah.
But that little girl, the Amalekite girl, she's like, oh, in our Bible, you guys are nothing but animals. And then they cut it off quick. Nobody said anything. And then which Bible is she talking about? She's talking
Right.
about the Talmud.
Yeah. Con.
But in our Bible, in a righteous sense, we
Con.
call them beasts.
Mhm.
So we do the same thing.
Mm.
That's like, I think, believe it, Oprah, I think 1989 or 1990, there was like a special where the Amalekites, like, they were talking about their rituals that they do have, and how they sacrifice and do all kinds of stuff. But now it's hard to find it. I would just scroll on Instagram, I found it.
Yep. Good.
Yeah. Says the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are rocks rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Right.
verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of my people, that you be not partakers of their sins, and that you receive not of offense. That's been talking about the judge, but looking at that, it's spreading in the world. People are basically like, Westernizing the whole world in the philosophies.
Mm-hmm.
And only the elect are gonna come out of God.
Yeah.
Only the elect is gonna be delivered by the
Chariots.
chariots. And people are gonna be destroyed by the missiles.
Yeah. And like when it says the nations have gotten rich, they waxed rich, is really your rulers, your politicians and governors. It sold you out. You regular everyday people didn't get rich. They got rich because they had the power to put in certain policies to make corporations rich and this, that, and the third. That's why their campaigns are already paid and bought for by certain people. It's not you, and this is why you people, even like you said, Esau, Edom hates Amalek. Amalek was born by a concubine, so he's not supposed to get the inheritance like he has it right now, but he's not sharing a piece of the pies. Basically, is oppressing them too. So yeah,
Yeah, through debt.
yeah, it's through debt.
He has every country or corporation under heavy debts.
Exactly.
None of them are free.
Yeah, there's no getting out of that. It just needs to be done, like destroyed for you have to start over. You have to start over. Not one fiat currency, going back to when Moab started it, has ever survived. Not one.
They all die.
Con. That was it on? Yeah.
Book of John, and based on how it said, and I'm backing up what Mark said. John 10, 27, 28 says, My sheep hear my voice. So the other hour say only the elect, right? This as a way to get out.
Yeah.
Spiritual sense.
It's a warning sign.
We can't actually leave. Jesus got to spin down, right? But in a spiritual mindset, we're here to the scriptures and follow the light that was left by Yahweh Shai, right? Because my sheep hear my voice, and I know them. Yahweh Shai is saying he knows his elect, right? And they follow me. So they come up out of my people, right? So we're following the voice of the Lord. I would say. And verse 20 says, and I give unto them eternal life, which is what we seek is for, that immortality, right? The way we were in the garden before Adam and Eve fell, right? That's what we're trying to get back to.
Yeah.
Right? Where the Most High won't give us back anymore. We'll deal with you face to face.
Yeah.
Right?
We'll have rulership. Righteousness will be on the earth. The earth is actually going to be paradise. Right now, the earth is hell. It's not paradise.
And they shall never perish.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right? Neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand.
Right.
So that predestination that was mentioned in Ephesians, first chapter.
Yeah.
This is what we yearn for. We seek it for. Not in the carnality, but in the spiritual sense. Father, man, we're humble. We're repentful mindset each and every day.
Yeah. Paul said, knowing the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. So the Lord has been the Lord has given every elect member insight to see to their imagination what the Lord can bring. And even that is not enough or can't be compared to what's really going to happen.
Fear.
Exactly. So that spurs up the fear.
The fear is treasure in Isaiah 33:6.
Exactly.
That's part it says fear is
This is treasure, yeah.
Treasure is something hidden.
Exactly.
Right? So it's not readily available. But say, you fear the Lord, they don't know. They see you, just walking through it. It's kind of this and that, but we fear the Lord.
Yeah. Like in Revelation, right? Where it says, I'll come and sup with you. You're talking about the fear, and it's hidden. The secrets are given to you in the chambers, right? So that's the elect are going to be dealt with in their mind, and that fear goes into obedience. So the Lord is the angels, the Holy Spirit is going to be like, yo, do this, direct this, give you signs. Maybe it'll be things only you can see, even if you're with a group or whatnot, and that's spiritual power. You're tapping into, Esau calls it the invisible world. We know it's the spiritual world. That's starting to manifest itself too with these chariots. The Rakakadash. It's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy.
And like you saying that, shows you that it shows that we're spiritually minded. Because these these carnal-minded people, these two-thirds of people out there, leading nation religion, they can't
Fathom.
imagine the wonders and the miracles that are going to take place.
Yeah.
You know, and us in this truth, you know, we're hopeful that, you know, we're imagining, we visualize these miracles.
Con.
We imagine, you know, being hungry, maybe in an internment camp somewhere, and a miracle happens, you're fed, and then you burst out with a change.
Yeah. And then they happen to us too. You know, like your imagination, sometimes the Lord will let your imagination come to life. Where you're put in scenarios, you're like, yo, I know that was a miracle. You know, yeah, and then you can't explain to somebody else because it's not for them. It's a secret between you and Yahweh Shem Shai. Yeah, yeah. And we're about to be looked at as crazy as hell.
And it's gonna go into the family of the word as well.
Yeah.
Because the word is only gonna be given to those men that have the God.
That's right.
The people that are really not truly about this, you need videos. You need
Con.
What is that? We're gonna have that with God. You good?
Yeah.
That's really quick.
Mhm.
Psalm 33:18. Based on topic. Behold, the eyes of Yahweh Shai is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy, to deliver their soul from death.
Mm.
And that's why that movie with Denzel was so powerful, because those people, they wanted the book for the power.
Oh yeah,
They
Con.
had it
In him.
That's
Yep.
what it's about. It's
Yep.
about if you have it in you,
Exactly.
right? So and in that movie was the family of the word.
Con. Yeah.
And to keep them alive in famine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are those miracles as well.
Yeah.
That's what it was talking about.
Yeah.
That's because how you get in famine, everybody's dying, everybody's hungry, but we're eating.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Exactly.
It says in Job that we shall laugh at
Yeah.
yeah.
At the trouble. At trouble we shall laugh. Yeah.
Verse 20. Our soul waits for the Yahweh Shai. He is our help
Mm-hmm.
and our shield.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 21. For our hearts shall rejoice in him, because we have trusted in his holy name. That's verse. Let thy mercy, O Yahweh Shai, be upon us, according as we hope in thee.
See? Yeah.
Second Ezra 16 and 17.
On their life
Yeah.
is doing to them, it's making them look at Edomites in a negative
And then
way.
like, yep.
Edomites are gonna get worse.
Yeah.
You Jakes are gonna get caught up there.
Yep.
Even worse and worse.
That's right.
We try to warn you who your enemy was. We try to tell you who you were, and now you're gonna find out that your best friend goes to these rallies. These,
Yeah, state of emergency.
There's food insecurities.
Yep.
Homeless, Edomites, and there used to be affordable to like live in there, to have an apartment or to own a house in there was affordable.
No, but
Not anymore.
food insecurity started with
See?
people that give away free food.
Food bank?
Food banks.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Food banks have been saying that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? That, hey, we're not getting food
To give, yeah, Con.
Right? So once you start to see things like that happen, you know it's bad.
Exactly.
They didn't declare it because of the food, they declared it because of the tents.
Oh.
There's a big river there, and there's a bunch of high levels of E. coli. Everyone's shitting and pissing in the
Right.
right? So they just
Like
said
that, right?
it's a health hazard.
It's like that where I live.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
crazy, bro.
Very, like, as a tent city,
Yeah.
They're all over Ontario, all over Canada, right?
They were saying that they found there's like a serial killer going on there too.
Oh yeah, Con.
Yeah, smuggling
Yeah.
body parts and shit like that.
Yeah,
So
Con.
it's a serial killer.
He's smuggling?
Oh, they caught him?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, there's a serial killer. So he's sacrificed.
I got a virgin that drives those trucks for food banks. That's where he shops, man. There's somebody's house first and take load up.
He's smart. He's
Yeah,
wise.
that's-
That's wise. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you, bro? You stop off at your house first,
What did they get after?
and then go, yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Whole truck.
God.
So there's 16 and 17. trouble will come, and many people will groan, and famine will come, and many will die.
And mind you, this is a righteous man saying this. So it's gonna get crazy.
Will come, and the world powers will be sorry. The word will come, and the world powers will tremble.
Yep.
Disasters will come, and everyone will be terrified.
And it's gonna all be orchestrated by Yahweh Bashim El Shai
That's right.
through these elites.
Exactly.
Because what you people are thinking, make America great again, you don't understand what the elites have planned.
Exactly.
The
Exactly.
elites want these countries to burn.
Yes.
Everything is going to be cleansed.
Yeah.
You people don't understand. Destruction is coming no matter what.
No matter what.
The elites want the destruction.
Both sides want it, righteous and the left. They both want destruction. Exactly. Exactly.
And they have no use for us
Anymore. Yep.
The
Yep.
use of people is done.
Yep. Done.
What they call it, use as ear.
Yep.
The guy says you're hackable.
Exactly.
And that's why I knew, like, for example, the new Joker with this guy, Joaquin Phoenix, when you watch it, it shows you how society made him pretty much fucked out, right? Because he already had fucked out notion that he had a laughing disorder and shit.
Yeah.
And he was with his therapist. He's like, I don't know about you, but is it just me or are things getting crazier out there?
Yeah.
And just show you how sick society is, but they orchestrated it that way.
Yeah.
Now they're just orchestrating more of what was at the curve.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just splintering divisions.
Splintering divisions.
People already broke out. People already broke.
Yep.
They don't got money to go to demonstrate.
Can't.
They think they want it, but they don't have money.
Yeah.
They
Can't.
gotta think about rent.
Yeah.
You know, if you really come and says, I'm there in the spirit. I'm there in the spirit, brother. So somebody say, I'm there with you, but I can't leave. I go to work. So what the comments? I'm with you, brother. I can't go.
Yeah. God.
A lot of these people are looking for outlet. They're looking for ways to release that anger.
Yep.
And this guy that got taken out, a lot of Edomites, they were pissed off at Jake. They could have thought that Jake did it, but then now they realize it's not a Jake that did it, right? Or they're still pissed at Jake because all over social media, all these people was laughing and celebrating this Jake.
Yeah.
Just because of the laughing and the celebrating, they're gonna get attacked for that. So you're gonna see a lot more shootings.
And on TikTok, you're on TikTok, you'll see all black people.
Yeah.
They've been tired for Jakes for months.
Yeah. So
It keeps stirring, man.
Yeah.
So this is where they're gonna release. This is gonna be your outlet here. You're gonna see a lot of Jakes dropping from sniper shots. You're gonna see it.
They're gonna hang up a lot of Jakes, right? They're gonna come after the tribes, starting with southern Judah, Benjamin, Levi.
I remember there's spirits on these people. Like these spirits, these like when Yahushua came on the scene, them spirits said, "Yo, have you come to torment us before the time?" So they know. Listen, this is how much time we have to party. Did you come before that? It's like no. It's okay. Send us over here. So when these guys, they know, like they deal with the Most High. Most High is like, you have this much time, go and unleash. And them spirits are gonna go jump on people, jump on anybody who doesn't have the thought wall, and just start having fun with you in any which way possible that they can imagine. Those are spirits. Exactly.
What will people do? That's how we have come through. So when Yahweh was speaking to the crowd, it says, "Some of you here will not taste death."
Yes.
Right. So
Right.
we gotta have that, in our mouth, well, at least someone here won't die.
Yes.
But they don't have that.
Yes. Exactly. And then your faith has to go beyond death, because some of us will die for the truth, not as evildoers, but as righteous men. So you have to, like, whatever your imagination can coop up when you're praying or thinking about the Lord, you have to cling to that. If it's, I'm being put to death, I'm going to be beheaded, and you won't feel the pain. You got to believe that. The Lord likes that you're imagining things like that, because you're putting faith in Him.
You're gonna go right to the Father, and you're gonna be one of the first to be risen up in the chariot.
And then exactly. And then remember, these guys think they're doing the Most High service. Some of these Christians, and then some of these, a lot of these Israelites that will in that day turn their backs on the truth because of the troubles they're going through. Somehow, they're gonna think in their minds they're doing the Most High service by putting you to death. So.
I was gonna make a quick point for you. You remember that movie? It was the British guy, Kingsman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you remember they had the chair
Yeah,
People
gone.
already had vibration. That's why. Yeah, so part of the reason why you also bugging out is because that's part of the type before why you injected everyone with that shit.
Yep.
So the graphite.
Yeah.
Right. So they're connecting it now with the MOTV that's gonna come. So these people they can just turn on the switch. They have the technology frequencies. So they can turn on something to make people just get all crazy.
Yeah.
So they still have that in their back pocket.
Yeah.
They have a lot of buttons they can use, right? And the men of the Lord didn't take that.
Yeah.
Right? Obviously, it's in a carnal sense, but spiritually, there's a spiritual connection.
Yep.
Too, right? So
Yep.
these people don't even understand it themselves too.
Yeah,
Anyway.
exactly.
If they don't want to, it's gonna happen.
Exactly. Yep.
What will people do when those disasters come? Famine, epidemics, troubles, and suffering are sent to punish and correct people. But
And correction doesn't mean like you get a smack. Correction is death. That's you being corrected. You know, like you being taken out and going back up. That's correction. Taking you out. We're like when you correct cancer, you got to get rid of the whole cell. You don't just, whatever.
Sometimes the person died.
Yeah, exactly. Your correction is you being taken out. The Lord's going to correct the earth. And just like the elite on the left hand side, they see correction in their mind through deleting a lot of people. Who do you think they got that from? Who do you think they got that idea from? Yahweh Shemiel Shai. And Yahweh Shai, we quoted it earlier, he said the exact same thing in the NLT. When I come, this place is gonna be burning, but I wish it's already burning more than so. Yahweh Shai is on that same tip about correction through deletion.
But in spite of all this, they will not turn away from their sins. They soon forget their punishment. The time comes when food will be so cheap that people will think a time of peace and plenty plenty has arrived.
And that's like, yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah, people have no idea, man. You know, this food insecurity that's coming is going to rock people's reality, man.
Mhm.
Right? And people are still managing.
Yeah.
Taking a little from here to provide for here. They're barely making it.
They're on medication. They're on all kinds of stuff. They're asking me for money. Things is tight.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. So it's gonna rock people's reality, man.
Yeah.
You know, people still have jobs. You know, there's a lot of joblessness that has to come. You know, we're gonna see a time where there's gonna be just enough food in a food establishment for maybe 12 people.
Right.
And there's gonna be 500, 200 people outside.
Exactly.
That's chaos.
Exactly.
That's bloodshed, man.
Exactly.
If you have 10 hungry dogs, those who had dogs, you have 10 hungry Rottweilers in the backyard. And you throw one piece of chicken leg in there.
That's a bloodbath.
Even the most meek Rottweiler is going to turn into a wild beast in there. It's going to be survival of the fittest. They're going to fight.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, and all the meanwhile, Bill Gates, we're gonna do Lori will do a lesson on Sunday, but he's building literally a 50-minute city in Nevada, where you need no cars. 15, yeah. There's no cars in this area. No transportation. Everybody takes a walk. You got a couple people already that are bought a couple homes in there and living there. People are losing weight because they get to walk. Where? Nevada, yeah. Yeah, out west. People are losing weight because they're walking more. So there's a lot of miracles that are happening that are catching people's eyes. So when you read about, food should be so cheap, there's going to be in these safe havens, so-called safe havens. Like in these movies, like I Am Legend. At the end of it, where did he go to? There was always some kind of asylum, safe haven in the midst of the whole chaos. That's what they're doing right now. So to get into that safe haven, you already know what you're going to need.
Good point. Just to add to you're seeing the. I just lost it.
So you were going into you were speaking about those who simply put according to scripture resist the mark and then they're still caught up into it because they receive the image.
Yeah,
They're in the philosophy.
I don't know what. It was just that 2 weeks ago, was it a week ago, there was truckers that work on the ports and they told everyone.
You're on strike?
Yeah, they're on strike.
Yeah.
So everyone forgot about that.
So now this happened. Oh, we're distracted in the Kirk diet.
Yeah.
You know, that's still going on. So they said they told people back then, yo, you need to stock up because it's coming in 3 weeks. It's happening. So now they're distracted, they're getting caught with this, and then that's gonna hit your boat. What's going on? Where's the food? Then more crash out. And they crash out. No. So they're strategically putting these things
In place.
fuck with the people.
Yep.
Because they know they're just focused on the top. Okay, now we're gonna put this one in. It's distracting with this. We told about that. Now they're gonna forget about that one. We got this shit going on. And when it hits them, okay, perfect chaos. All right, let's just sit back and watch.
So, but then,
And brothers see it
Got a
too.
trigger finger, this guy.
Brothers see it. I know. When brothers go to the supermarkets, the stores look weak.
Yeah. The
The produce, everything on the shelves look weak.
And the
man.
price looks fat.
Fat.
You know? Fuck.
More wilted. Still.
Yeah, it's true.
Ice cream. So that too. So like, there's so many things just boom.
Yep.
Boom.
Total
Strategic
chaos.
hits.
That's
Like
what
1,000 cuts.
that's why the scriptures say perplexities. Perplexities, man. Many troubles. Many troubles. Wherever you look. Yeah, go ahead.
There are people that have businesses and they depend on import.
Yes.
Parts and different
Yes.
accessories.
Yep.
Now they're getting bills, 700, 500.
Right. Right.
Because of tariffs.
Yeah, they're just kicking in now. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
everywhere, wars, famine, and great confusion. Many people on the earth will starve to death, and those who escape starvation will be killed in wars.
So those are the choices.
Mm-hmm.
And that's from the good book. So your Christian pastor is talking about this is a good book. Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and GNT. It's not like King James.
Yeah, good news translation.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Right.
So you can say that as a stupid line.
Yeah.
Their corpse will be thrown out like garbage.
They don't touch the scriptures.
Con.
They don't.
I never went into it. It's my first time actually going into it.
In GNT.
That's seed.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, it makes sense why they stay away from these things, because when we read them, we have hope in our minds. When they read it, they don't have any hope, so they got to stay away from it, because they're gonna cause torment on their own selves.
The first Thessalonians 4:18 says, comfort each other
With these words.
So as these words are comforted.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you ever have a conversation with the Christians, they don't want to be here when tribulation happens. They're always talking about, I want to die before it happens.
Yeah.
But they can't see what we see.
Yeah.
They want the rapture.
Yeah.
Talking about, I'm saved. How do you say when you ain't been through the tribulation?
And that's bugged out to like you said, wanna I guess, for a lack of a better term, a way out without going through the full movie or the full script. You're already admitted to yourself you don't fully believe in what you're in, but you're that induced and that drunk that you're not even aware of it until when it happens to that extreme. That's why it says in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 that they're gonna groan and say that we went among dry places. You know how these guys count among the sons of God. That's gonna be a rude awakening, man.
Their corpse will be thrown out like garbage, and there will be no one left to comfort the living.
Yep.
The earth will be deserted, and the city demolished.
Yep.
Now, we showed you that in Civil War. Right? The guy had the whole pit. Just tossing the bodies in the pit.
Yeah, con.
American, are you?
Yeah.
If you guys ever watched it, you should watch it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's why it makes no sense talking about this crypto. Because it's gonna get worse.
Yeah. It's just the beginning. Yeah. If that.
Well, the last part of the precept says that there will be no one left. So you get to ask, what's going to cause that?
Right.
Because
Right.
that was populated, but the Bible says no one's been left because of these things.
Yeah.
Right? So it's showing how the Lord is far out. It's not this loving power that we were fed to believe outside this.
Exactly.
You see? That's why it was given this onus to reintroduce Habash and Ashai.
That's right.
A reputation. I say, hey, character has these characteristics.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now we're making them known to the world.
Mm-hmm.
See?
That's right.
All his ways are judgment.
Exactly. Few get the mercy with the judgment. Many get the judgment.
The executed judgment is really wicked, simply put. I have Isaiah 26 and 20. I'd like to bring that up because you brought up the word chamber, right? And in regards to the position of the elect, the word is elect. And then I have the word chamber.
Oh yeah, you had one, right? You can get one. Yeah. Come on. Go
You
ahead.
get it?
No, go ahead.
Oh,
Or you want something to get it for you?
Look at the precept about Isaiah 26 and 20, because that's very important. Right? And
Isaiah 26 and 20.
mhm.
It says, "Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers,
Mhm.
and shut thy doors above thee. Hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed."
Beautiful. Simply put, on a spiritual note, this precept goes into the word chamber, also his word, and this is going to actually deliver the deliverance
Mhm.
of the elect. Right?
Mhm.
I brought it up because it says chamber is a room in a house. Hey, this is a room. This is the Lord's room right here in his house, like the house of David.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, sanctuary. Yeah.
exactly. And so, the point is, simply put, I'll just say it this way: they're the only ones that's going to get it.
Yep.
That's the point. Those who are in that room,
Yep.
right? That's in the house of David, the Lord's house. Right. So I just brought that out to just share, right? Simply put. So you people, you're just gonna struggle.
Yeah. No answers.
There's no answer. There's no
Because
bomb.
remember we went into that a couple weeks ago with Isaiah 33 and 6, where the pineal gland, we go into that word, it means chambers. So where Yahweh Shai sups with you is your pineal, it's in them chambers. So hiding ourselves in our chambers also goes into spiritually not speaking. We're not gonna be speaking this word. The Lord's gonna exactly. Yeah, exactly. The Lord's gonna put a spirit on us where we're already talking in code, saying certain things. The Lord's gonna put a spirit on us where we're gonna be able to identify who's who, what's what. Okay, I'm not saying nothing to you. Or okay, the Lord says you're good. I'm gonna say something to you, whatever. So you're already supping the Lord in your own chamber, in your mind. And that's gonna lead to the literal chambers being the chariots. You being beamed up. It's a door, a con. Exactly. Exactly.
Revelation 3:20. NLT, it says, "Look, I stand at the door and knock.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you hear my voice and open the door, I will come in, and we will share a meal together as friends."
Con.
Beautiful.
We open the door based on the prophecies put up for the apostles
Yeah.
and their elders.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So that was the beginning of us opening the door.
Yeah.
Like supping with us.
Exactly. Yeah. Getting all those secrets.
And then everything what the apostles were telling us, and we came into the truth, under them. Like we did, like we knew what's gonna happen. Like we knew that there's gonna be like civil war and all that stuff. But it's happening right now. It's happening in our time, man. And most I speed up the time.
Kill the water y'all about it's in our time. Imagine this had to go a lot longer.
You're like, are you linking the rest of these guys?
Yeah, right.
Come on, man.
And it's funny, the word doors, a lot, right? And the consonant is triangle, it's a pyramid. On the left-hand side, their doors, their magic.
Yeah. Yes.
Go to their door.
Yeah, Satan's their door. Yeah.
So I want to add to your point.
Mhm.
So like real quick, like when you say the pineal gland, I believe even in the Hebrew, there's a word pineal Allah, which means to the Most High. Like when Jacob fought the angel,
Yep.
back in Genesis,
Yes, exactly.
given this pineal Allah,
Yeah.
to the Most High and survive. So that pineal gland, like, so that's where the Most High steps to be.
Exactly.
So the word pineal Allah, which means see the Most High.
That's it. Semen spirit.
Semen
Yeah.
spirit.
Beautiful.
I just had the word chamber in it.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is chamber, and it says a room in a house, usually a private one, a room, chamber, apartment.
Mhm.
It says bedroom, utensil, enclosed space in a body. It says
Bedroom is good too because we're the bride.
marriage.
Yeah, marriage. Exactly. That's where you join, right? With the bridegroom. Yeah.
That's what intimacy happens.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
they say that show you the Lord and give the secret under the servant of the prophets, right? So see all these people like they're commenting on what the guy that got taken out, and they're giving their take on it, but they're just people of the world, right?
Yeah.
They don't understand the prophecies, right?
Yeah, this is soft. Exactly.
The Lord says, I kill, right?
Yep.
So it doesn't matter who. It's like the Lord controls the mind. It says, man is born of the Lord. So when someone gets taken out, what the world won't know is that Lord sanctioned that. You know, the good Lord.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
You know?
That's right. That's it on that? Oh yeah, you had some, right? Yeah, go ahead.
Quick one. Amos 5 and 18 says, "Woe unto you that day." It's exactly what Amos was talking about. Woe unto you that day desire. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. So we're talking about the rapture, coming in rapture. They, even with the rapture thing, they might see this and like, no, I don't want to be here for this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That avenue, or it's like you don't want to take the route that Yahweh took. You're trying to find a loophole.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, another way.
Yo, and that's why, that precept is scary because it's woe to you that desire the day of the Lord. That's also within the faith. That's also within the faith. You know, so that's why the scriptures tell us to examine yourself in fear and trembling. Yeah, exactly. You know, whether you be in the faith, understand what you're involved in, and what's the legacy behind it. The legacy going back to Adam and the men that went through everything they went through to show forth their faith so that we can read about it today and get through what we need to get through. A lot of men that are in the faith are going to turn their backs on the truth because of the trials and tribulations that they're going through, and ultimately because they're not the elect, right? But that's something to take in. That's why you have to examine yourself constantly, day in and day out. You know?
Be careful what you ask for. The Lord will give it to you.
Yep.
He doesn't care. He give it to you just to show you're not ready for it. Just to show you're not ready for it. It says, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and laid his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. Right? So there's no escape. I think someone mentioned about perplexities. Yeah, so there's no escape. You can get you here, he can get you there. So you might try to say that you have a bunker with all your food that you've been prepping for years. He's saying you're not going to make it to the bunker, right? Or you're right at the door of the bunker, the poisonous snake bites you, you're dead, right? Or you go to a different country, maybe you die in a plane crashes, right? There's no escape from the Most High. But for the men of the Lord, right, it's like you're looking at this like, okay, as long as you obviously believe, as long as I stay in line with the Most High, Lord willing, I'm going to make it.
Yep.
Right, Lord willing.
And it's still Lord willing because it's only pertaining to the elect.
Yeah.
That's right. That's Lord too. It only pertains to the elect.
That was it.
Come on, go ahead.
This is Second Ezra chapter 9, starting at verse 1.
Even in that, it says the righteous shall scarcely be saved. But even in that, the righteous are going to go through hell too. It's not going to be just a cakewalk for them.
Nope.
Moonwalking in the kingdom.
Moonwalking into the kingdom.
A lot of you elect lost people during the C-19 time. Parents, family members, they're gone. Right? That's going through that trial and tribulation.
Yeah.
A lot of you people are going to take the MOTE. They're gone.
Mm-hmm.
So where's your woman? That's your woman. She took it. She's out of here.
That's it. So I'm looking back.
She gives it to your kids. Your kids are out of here.
Paul said, with much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of heaven.
And these are the things we meditate on, you know? These are the things we imagine in our mind. If my woman takes it, she's gone.
Yep.
There's no begging and pleading.
Nope.
Reevaluate. What do you think you're doing? Let's talk this up.
How can you do this? Yeah.
You know, the kids, if you take it too low, they're gone, man.
Yeah.
You know, you just gotta stay single-eyed and focused.
Yep.
You know, a lot of brothers in truth, their weakness is the children. We're Israelites. We love our seeds.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
that's gonna be a test for a lot of brothers.
Yep. Yep. And the reason why that test is there, because you were given a testimony of faith. And that testimony of faith is that you're going to receive 100 times full. It's not like we're just going to go through that because the Lord is he's just having a sick joke. Yeah, no, you know what I mean? No, he's going to put you through that, which feels extreme because of what he's going to give you if you endure it is beyond comprehension in terms of the mercy and promise. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, they got a ball spiritually. Yeah, gone.
We're hoping that our kids are of the 130.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yep. Go ahead. Go ahead. That's it.
Second Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that this is the very same time where the highest will begin producing the world which he made.
Mhm.
We talk about patsies, we talk about MKO, and people just witness that on your TV.
Yeah, psyops.
But we're past that, right? We went into the agitations of the world. That's what you're seeing, which is going to lead to race wars, right? And once you Jakes get involved, which you always do, because one thing with a nigga, he has to join, right? And these niggas are going to join. Trust me, they're going to do something, they're going to say something, and they're going to be used. And then the government's going to come down on them even harder.
Verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
A big earthquake just flick off the face of Afghanistan.
God.
Last time I heard it, 1400 plus. Right? Where's that? That means it's buried now.
On to the next. That's it. Yep. Yep.
Verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in the wonder and powerful works.
And what's manifest is the third woe, MOTV, race riots, and martial law. Right? We're in that time. That's what's being manifested in front of our face right now. So we know, okay, we're here. We're at this time of the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, the man said in Al Jazeera in Afghanistan, my village is a graveyard.
Yep. Yep.
So the whole earth's gonna be a graveyard.
That's it. That's it.
You say the slain of the Lord shall be many.
That's it. Yep. That's it on that? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
And endings in effects and signs, and every one that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed.
So you need both. If you say that you believe, you call upon Yahweh Shem El Shai, you have a Hebrew name, whatever. You enter a contract. Now you got to fulfill that contract, right? You got to show that you believe. So the Lord's going to put you in situations for you to manifest whether you believe or not.
He's doing that a lot with us now, to get us ready for what's to come.
Yep.
That's always something I think about every time I go through tribulations. I just say, okay, he's letting me go through this now because there's something bigger coming down the pipeline, which which is Jacob's trouble.
Right.
That, we're going to be able to, all get through.
Yeah.
Will it?
That's right. That's right.
Last verse 8, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders.
Preserve from the said perils.
Mm-hmm.
Perils.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
It's gonna get dark out here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the ultra liquor being purged, taking L's, right? Which is putting spiritual calluses on your body.
Yeah.
Getting you spiritually calcified.
Yeah.
For the rigors that is coming.
Yeah.
Because all these people are just starting to. What we're going to see is these people in the world, the peons, 2/3 of our people, they're going to start getting touched, and they're not going to be able to deal. They're going to self-delete. They're going to OD.
Yeah.
Jump off buildings. They're going to plunge headlong down an elevator corridor. They're going to do all kind of madness because they can't do.
Yeah.
But that's why that man being believed doesn't move us. That doesn't move us. That's nothing. That's nothing. You're talking about the 1300 in Afghanistan. That doesn't move us. Right?
What did you do last night, brother?
Yeah. Watching the fight tonight. Yeah. The fight tonight. Yeah. Yeah.
You see, the L's for us are just lessons. What
Yeah.
blew me was when I saw the two people take the Neuralink here in Canada. I know. I said, whoa, that's big news. That's big news.
Yep.
So two people that's, I think here in Toronto, they're walking around with that.
Yeah.
Sure.
And you're seeing, like you said, you're seeing what we've been talking about, some of the apostles, bishops, and elders years ago about psyops and patsies. But now you're seeing it, and it's always been manifesting, but now you're seeing these psyops play into the prophecies that we've been waiting for. Okay, this is playing into it. What happened with this guy? But like you said, it's nothing because we're imagining what we're reading. Babies being dashed, possessions being ravished, mercilessly ravished, screams, animals. I had a dream the other night about those animals being out there in the cities. And in my dream, talk about scarcely safe. Holy crap. Shit's it's terrifying because the Lord's gonna have a different spirit on those animals too. Birds. How you gonna run away from a bird? Coyotes, bears, all kinds of things. People too. Demons are gonna manifest themselves. They're not gonna need a host. They're gonna manifest themselves and just boom, boom, boom. Heliodorus, you got curb stomped by angels. It's gonna be crazy.
You got that lady came up 2 months back that got attacked by otters.
Yeah, exactly.
Cute
animals that you don't think that can.
So now she's not disturbed. Like she wouldn't go outside now.
Yep. Yeah. Straight up.
Traumatized.
Yeah. And then in the Wisdom of Solomon, it tells you the 17th chapter, that the things that were going on in their heads were worse than the things that was actually happening. We're talking about things that will actually happen. The Lord is going to have a lot of people go through a whole different reality in their minds that's going to be worse than what's going on out here. We can't really give you a scenario of that. We can't paint the picture of that. We can just read the scripture. I don't know what the hell that looks like. That's insane. Oh, and it's just dark, cold. Yeah. When it does, yeah. That's gonna be crazy.
When you're a kid, old people say that they could I'm not catching this was gonna happen to you. You like believe it?
Yeah.
So the women now that are out there, a lot of women, when this time comes, right, that's gonna be even scary that knowing this can happen and will happen because when.
Yeah.
Now they don't want the press, I don't want and they leave the trouble.
Yeah.
Right. But at that time when it's the Lord, let's do
Yes.
pull the thing back.
Yes. Hey, in Egypt, it said that a drop. It said a drop, like a water drop from the ceiling, that kept like when you have the faucet not fully closed, that itself tormenting them. You're not gonna need drugs to be what's it called? Yeah, you're not gonna need drugs to be out of place. You're gonna be out of place being sober. Are you done, Habardia?
And they won't have access to their prescriptions.
Exactly. Yeah.
Read 12 and 13, right? Same book. Yeah, that's the, yeah, we just talked.
Go ahead.
Second Ezra chapter 9, verse 12. The same must know it after death by pain, and therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished.
Hey, it says that Shalom. The same shall know it after death by pain. Remember, in the scripture said that some will wake, like some of these guys that die in that great time, some of them are going to be brought back just to taste the judgment. So it's not like you died and it's all good, you're up there. No, a lot of people are going to, obviously we have few that will, men that have already died in the truth and the faith before we get to that point, the MOTB, are going to come back down and be risen up first. But you have a lot of people who are going to be risen up from the grave just to taste the judgment of the missiles.
Yeah, there's no escape. There's no escape for this. You can escape. Hebrews 2 and 3 confirms that. He just said, no escape for salvation. The Lord was really dealing with first and foremost, the elect. So what about you with the people? You're not going to escape either, right? You're going to come back and taste it.
Yep.
It says that.
Yeah, the Lord's going to have certain people be born as babies in Jacob's trouble. You know how helpless a baby is? Lord, that's your judgment. That's your judgment. The Lord, a lot of people, you don't want to see the Most High. You don't want to see the Most High because then, the Most High you're going to be a defenseless baby in the height of Jacob's trouble.
least you're a baby. I'm thinking about like the little kids, grade 3, 4, that can understand what's going on.
Yeah.
At least the babies, whatever. Like, you know, kids, you know.
Sentence, man.
Oh man.
Like when you get sentenced by a judge here,
Yep.
some people is not that defense mechanism in their head how to take care of themselves.
Yeah.
And you're Sunday, you did something, maybe you're drinking and driving and kill a family, somebody because you're drunk.
Yeah.
You're not made like that.
Yeah.
You gotta show the sentence.
Yeah,
Now
come
you put killers.
They don't care that you're.
Good,
No,
good,
and driving.
good.
Yeah.
They're running their pockets.
Yep.
Oh, my confiscated.
Yep.
Man, that's how you good man you.
Yeah.
I say run your pockets and other things.
Nothing.
Right?
Take it.
Go ahead.
Verse 13, and therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished,
Right.
and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created.
Yeah.
That's
So meditation should be upon salvation more than the judgment. Like you were saying, this guy Charlie Kirk is, it's nothing, right? That's why the scripture said it. Be more curious about how the godly are going to be saved. Think about those things.
I have it. Let me just read it real quick. If brothers don't have anything.
I got something after you, but go
Yeah,
ahead.
real
You got
quick.
something too, right? Come on. You got
Real
something?
quick. This is just this is Hebrews 2. I'm going to just read 2 verses. Hebrews 2 and 2 for the KJV says, therefore we ought to give more earnest heed to the things which we have heard, lest any time we should let them slip. For if the word spoken by angels was steadfast, and every transgression and disobedience receive a just recompense of reward. Here's the point. How shall we escape if we neglect so great salvation? Right? And this is speaking to the elect. So how much more you wicked, right? Which at the first began to be spoken by Yahweh, or Shem Rashad, and was confirmed unto us by them that heard him. So there's no escape, man. People come back and die too. The Lord is righteous. All his ways of judgment. You have him in a false light. You've swallowed down all the lies of this place, all the wicked fornication, and you reject the benefits that the Lord sent his prophets to give.
Mhm.
So there's no escape from this, man.
Go on. Go ahead, Al.
Second Ezra 60 and 39. It says, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side.
Mhm.
It says, O my people, hear my word, make ye ready to thy battle, and those
So the thing about people going to different countries, right, to kind of miss what's happening, it says everywhere in the world is going to deal with tribulation.
Yeah.
So
Go on.
it's not really anywhere you can go. You can go for a time, you can come for a time, but it's going to reach there.
It's going to reach there.
There'll be no sanctuary on the earth where that spaces,
Without the MOTB.
God.
Yeah.
because the global economies are connected.
Yep.
So when the dollar collapses,
The whole world feels it. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
He says, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. So as someone mentioned that people in the world are going to be taking L's. Then I said that they are taking losses, but we're taking lessons because we're not supposed to be attached to anything anyway.
Con.
So it's not really a loss. I don't really care about this. I've never attached this in the first place.
That's right. That's right.
Well,
That's right.
Being attached
Beautiful.
as well means like a lot of people they're attached to their finances are in Bitcoin or their finances are in this. So once this collapses, they're like, oh my gosh, I lost everything. Right? Our faith is tied into Nalbashim Shah.
Yeah.
Right. So a lot of people that you see, like right now in Toronto, you hear a lot of people complaining how much they're losing because they invested into the housing market. And housing is going down, prices are going down, but they bought high, thinking that they're going to be able to sell high.
Yep.
Right? So they're losing thousands.
Chris is he that trusts in man. That's what you did. All the market. These are run by certain people. They're volatile by certain people. So exactly.
Economists,
Exactly.
segment where he tells you, yeah, you should buy now.
Yes, yes. You put this much in at this time, and this is gonna be
Right.
trust in a man, man.
It says, he that selleth, let him be as he that feedeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose.
It's true.
He
Yeah,
that-
because the word pilgrim means someone on a journey to a holy place. So you're right about the attachment. Like the L's for us are lessons, not actual losses. They're lessons.
Exactly.
You know, like you said.
Exactly.
Remember it says that the first is going to be last.
Yeah.
Last shall be first.
Exactly. So
We're at the last.
exactly. So, like you said, these lessons are to detach your mind from this world. And we're still in the flesh. That's the whole point. It hurts.
Yeah, it hurts.
It hurts. You know, like any attachment, when you attach your attachment, it's severed. And the Most High doesn't sever like this. He just severs.
And that might be a child. You might, some brothers have lost their children.
Yep.
You might have lost your wife.
Exactly. Exactly.
Family members.
Exactly. So read what you just read again, Slaka.
It says, you want to start from the beginning or?
No, just what you just read. Yeah.
Okay. Second Ezra 16 and 40, it says, "O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth."
Yeah, that's why you said what you said was powerful because it's a mental thing. We know the battle is a mental battle, not
But that's why
physically.
you have to be spiritual.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, you're right. But
Yeah.
the spirituality that's so built up because we're coming out of our feelings.
Exactly.
In this world, we tie everything to our feelings,
Con.
right?
Con.
So, especially now in this time, everybody's going to therapists. Tell me how you feel.
Yeah.
Tell me how you feel.
Yeah.
But
Gotta be
right
eye
now-
therapist.
Yeah, exactly. But now we're training brothers to be solid
Yeah.
spiritually.
Yeah.
Right? And not desensitized in a way where you don't care because this is the ultimate show of love
Yeah.
to sacrifice your body for your people.
Yeah.
Right? But we're gonna be so differential. From
Yeah.
us, nothing is gonna move us.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
Read 12:22, that was, as you're speaking, came to my mind, right?
Yep. Living sacrifice.
I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies, see, of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, that you keep your, you give your bodies
It's living
as a
sacrifice.
living sacrifice, right? Starting with the mind, right? Working together with the spirit.
Yeah.
And we hear it from family members. We hear it from our family members in the world. But you don't care. You used to care.
Mm-hmm.
You don't care.
Yeah. And all that does is make you not care even more.
No, but the thing is,
You know?
sometimes you don't even see the change. Like you are a new creature.
It's true.
Like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
are
Yeah. Yeah.
becoming a new creature.
Yeah. It's true.
And so you might not really notice it. That's why we usually tell brothers, there's certain things that you have to do to where you're still a part of Babylon. Because you might become so cold that you become rigid.
Yeah.
You're not even
Over
human
righteous.
anymore,
Yeah.
which you don't want to be over righteous.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
But we might seem unhuman to people.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
not human to most people.
Yeah.
It says, "He that occupieth merchandise as he that hath no profit by it, and he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein."
We still gotta navigate these sides, We still gotta punch clocks or whatever. We still gotta, we might do business for ourselves. We still gotta do things. But we know that this is gonna go belly up. Any day, it's gonna go belly up.
That's it.
We're not locked in. We're not, when it goes belly up, it goes belly up.
Yeah. You're already there mentally. So physically, when it happens, it's nothing.
There
Yeah.
was, I think Brother Yerobia said that there was a big movie about the movie where it says like they got the code. It says like, when you feel the fire behind you, drop everything and run, something like that. There's a movie. Oh, that's Heat. Yeah, Heat. So like you're doing the business, whatever. As soon as you see it, all right, fine. It's probably not for you. It says, "I know the elect are going to rejoice."
When you see all these things happening, we get happy. It gives us hope.
Yeah.
We know what's to come. Whereas them, is all they know.
Exactly.
So when they see all this, they don't know what comes after.
Exactly. Exactly.
Whereas for us, the hope of life.
Yeah.
We see the kingdom.
Exactly.
We see our shine and perfection.
Yeah.
So that gives us hope in the midst of all the chaos.
Yep. And then at that point, it's just whether you believe in that or not. You can see it, like, you know, but hey, it's not like the kingdom of heaven wasn't taught. That's all that's being taught. It's the kingdom of heaven. So at that point, it's just whether you believe in that or you don't. You know?
What's the opposite of salvation? Disruption.
Yeah.
So we have a hope to be saved. That's what we can put words out like UFOs, and you know, people say, "Oh, it's not UFOs." You see that our mind is not out to worry state, you know.
Yeah.
We think about things that's far out,
Yeah.
more that they can't grasp.
Yeah.
Spiritual knowledge, God.
And then when they finally admit there's UFOs, it says the beast are.
God,
Exactly.
God.
They fully worship the beast.
The beast, exactly.
Like, oh, yeah,
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
The government has finally released their files.
Yeah.
Well, if your government liked you, there shouldn't have been no hidden files.
Exactly.
Top secret. What does that mean?
Apostle said a long time,
Decades, man.
yeah, you guys are bugged out.
Yeah.
No, Jesus says not so. That's true.
Yeah. Hellfire missiles bouncing off a chariot. Hold on, let me finish.
I was done. But
Okay,
I had another
come.
one just to go follow the place.
I have one too. I have one
so
too.
it's like-
I got one too. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 13 and 23. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue.
It's true.
And look what he said. They extolled it to the clouds. Hold on. Then the Bible says, thou art rich.
Yeah.
As it concerns us.
Yeah.
Right? So when we speak as rich men,
Mhm,
you know,
Only the elected are stored to the clouds.
We're right. You know, so we are exposed to the clouds with us,
Mhm.
right? Because we believe the report. You see, but outside in the carnal sense, they want to hear Bill Gates and what's the guy's name? I forgot there. Them people.
Mark Zuckerberg and all
Yeah, a
those
lot of
guys.
people. Yeah, they don't want to say that.
Yeah.
Also, the real rich men, right? We listen to each other because we know there's a voice beyond my shine.
Yeah.
But it's true. It's football.
This man had people looking up at a balloon a couple years ago. You know, oh, there's a balloon.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that.
That was the headline.
Yeah.
But funny that they believe Bill Gates about cutting down the trees to make an earth cooler. And they believe him.
He's the rich man.
Man said he wanted
If
to
you
talk
read,
about the
yeah.
sun.
Yeah.
They believe him.
And they bombed it.
And the moon too. They try to
Sorry,
bomb
they bombed
the moon.
outside.
Yeah, try to bomb the moon, yeah.
Yeah, that's the,
Yeah.
Where's the outcry for that? You know, and where's the march? We trying to bomb the moon. We need it. You know.
But they're
And then-
rich
and
men,
then
right?
After that, he said we're gonna spray a bunch of chemicals to try to have a
Hey,
natural.
Yes,
God.
aerosols,
Yes.
yes.
You know, who the hell gave him that story?
Exactly. He's a rich man. He's a rich man.
I want to say this though, real quick about Bill Gates, right? This is the same man that said he's gonna put a phone in everybody's hand,
Mhm.
okay? And they laughed at him. So now he's playing the role of the villain. Well, he was a villain. We know that's what's coming out, right? And that's to prove how strong this wine is, right? The prophets have been telling these dumbasses, hey, listen, this guy's the devil, right? He's a demon. He's set up to do what he's supposed to do. But the point is, he said that he's gonna put a phone in everybody's hand,
Yeah.
right? And what is he saying now? He wants to put it on underneath your.
Yep.
He
And
wants
they're
to
gonna
hack you.
And
Yeah.
what does that mean? When they speak so affirmatively, what does that let you know? That means that they're insiders. Because that was the same thing Hugh Hefner said before he even started Playboy, right in the beginning. He said he's going to change and liberate women and all of that. Right before anything, women have to wear long dresses on the beach. He said, "No, I'm going to change. Social change is coming."
Yep.
So they speak affirmatively because they're insiders.
Yep.
That's why he could speak like that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
I was gonna take a point real quick, sorry.
Mhm.
So what Zach was saying, of being rich man. I really like the guys talking about Bitcoin before it's Bitcoin.
Con.
Talking about the kingdom of heaven, you're gonna get this, and this, but I was like, what? Bitcoin.
Right. Exactly. Invest in it now so that
Exactly.
yeah.
So you're looking at them, they're crazy. Bitcoin. What are you talking about? Digital dollar? What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah.
And we're willing, we're part of that number, then they're gonna be like, whoa, these guys
right, man.
That's what it says.
It's
Yeah.
spiritual
Yeah,
knowledge.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
people don't have none.
Right now we're selling bottled water
Mhm.
in the 70s. Some people forget that the bottled water sell it. They say, "Well, I got bottled water," and say, "Who would buy it?"
Come 2000s, everybody's buying bottled water. Yeah. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 13:23. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue. And look, what he saith, they extol it to the clouds. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will have to overthrow him.
Yep. And that's because that poor man is not of this world. And power in this world is riches. So if you got a bunch of money, you're a technocrat, you've done this, done that, you must be smart. You must have, when the scriptures say the wisdom of the wicked or knowledge of the wicked is not wisdom. Yeah, knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
Hey, but that's why when the Federal Reserve, they make a speech, the whole world stops.
Yep.
Because they have to learn what is the Fed going to do.
Yeah.
Are they going to bring back quantitative easing?
Yeah.
Are they going to raise interest rates?
Yeah.
Or are they going to tighten?
Yeah. Put the squeeze. Yeah.
So whichever one they do, that will impact the world.
Yeah. Exactly.
And isn't how we set up? Like, how is rich man in the spirit, and when he spoke, we held their tongue.
Yeah.
We see when the apostles speak, right? We still have to say, hey, when a rich man is speaking, the whole of peace. But
Yeah,
in
of course.
the carnal sense, they're doing filthy.
Exactly. Yep. Yep. Those
Just look at the numbers on our videos.
Watch and then it.
These are us. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
When he said oil, this is oil right here. It's fountain. We hit the oil.
Yep.
You know, it's gushing. Psalm 23, our cup runneth over.
Yeah. Con.
You know.
This is that was it on that, eh?
Yeah.
This is, and then you got something right. This is Second Ezra 16 and 24. It says, or no, Second Ezra 2. We spoke earlier about children and stuff like that and attachments. So this Second Ezra 2 and 24 GNT. Oh, good. Oh, you had that too? Okay, con. And the GNT it says, "Be calm, my people. Your time to rest will come." Right. So be calm. It says so. It doesn't. Of course, we talked about how everybody else is going to feel it. We're going to feel it too. But the difference with the elect is that the whole elect are going to overcome that. They're going to be able to overcome that through the Rakah Kadash, okay, the Holy Spirit. So whatever fear or troubles or sadness they feel in that time, they'll overcome it. Because it's not like Daniel was in the lion's den and he was just like, yeah, I got this. That man was terrified. But he overcame it as hours went by, days went by, overcame it. Then Habakkuk got sent down with the meal. All right, the Lord is dealing with me. He overcame it. So it's going to be like that. You're going to go through your hours, days, and you're going to overcome it if you're of the elect. It says, take care of your children like a faithful nursemaid and guide their steps in safe path, right? Teaching the truth. So that none of them will be lost when the time comes. I will hold you responsible for them. And in the spirit, that's the apostles, their spiritual fathers. That message is out to them, teaching us the truth, right? Verse 27, it says, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It says, verse 27, don't worry when the day of trouble and distress comes. Others will cry and mourn, but you will be happy and rich, right? After your trial, because there's judgment and there's just judgment with mercy, right? And then it says, the other nations will be jealous of you, but they will not be able to harm you. So there's gonna be a lot of divine interventions, man. Verse 29, I will protect, this is the main point. I will protect you with my power and save your children from hell. So there's a balance with what we teach. At the same time, yeah, a lot of men are gonna be tested with their children, but at the same time, a lot of men's children are gonna be protected as well.
You know, when you go back and look at what happened to King David, when he was on his throne, and then the enemies had his kids.
Oh
his
yeah,
family
yeah.
in the hands of the Philistines.
Yeah, Khan. Yeah, not one of them were touched. Right. Yep. Yeah, that's it. That's the point. Go ahead, Gabor.
It's got two scriptures to bring to like,
The light. I think it's on that side.
That's the scripture.
Yeah.
Kind of bring to the house to more like
Yeah,
how
it's good.
habitual as the minds bug themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's when also the same time you could actually let loose like these demonic these demons out here. Actually, like wreak havoc on people. This book of Isaiah, this is 66 verse 4, and it reads, I also will choose the delusions and will bring the fears upon them. Right? Because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear. So the Most High knows better than anybody else.
Exactly.
So you can actually make sure that like your worst case comes to life.
You don't know yourself. Yeah, you don't know yourself like the Most High knows you. Yeah.
That's always a good one.
Your worst fear,
Yeah.
terrified.
Yeah. Con.
It was a psychoactive drug.
Yeah, con. And like you were just saying, man, you don't know yourself as well as you think you know yourself. The Most High knows you affinity times more better. So that fear, man, that man's gonna choose your delusion. The one that knows you better than yourself.
There was to add on what you're saying, there was a
Fuck.
guy who was going against elders when we first came in, Tony, and then that girl Asia, he took out that girl because he was going back and forth with the elders for a while. And he got bugged out, man. Man shot the girl and blew his own brains out, man. Crazy.
Mm.
He says that because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear. But they did evil.
Yeah, straight up.
They did evil before mine eyes and choose that which I delighted not. There's another one going to like this thing not supposed to mourn. You had Ezekiel must have took out Ezekiel's wife and told not to mourn.
Yeah. Exactly. And yo, when you read stories like this and you don't think about faith, like I gotta say you're bugged out because I'm a man, we're all in the flesh. How are you gonna see something happen to your family and not feel a kind of way? You have to believe the Most High is gonna put a spirit on you to be like that. You can't do that for your own strength. The Most High is gonna have to put a spirit. If your kids get the C hip or whatever the Lord puts through, whatever, the Lord's gonna have to put a spirit on you to be like, you know, you can't do that. You can't meditate and you can't do that. You know.
Like when you killed John Baptist. Most like the Hawashite did not like was not trying to go against John Baptist.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And even John the Baptist in that moment, he sent his followers because he was having his moment. How should I kind of comfort him? Like, yo, yeah, I'm the one. So you're good kind of thing.
Yeah. Ezekiel 24 verse 15 says, the word of the Lord Yahweh came to me, son of man, with one blow. Actually, I'm reading out of the NIV. It says, son of man, with one blow, I am about to take away from you the light of your eyes. Do not lament or weep or shed any tears. Groan quietly. Do not mourn for the dead. Keep your turban fastened and your sandals on your feet. Do not cover your mustache and beard or eat the customary food of mourners. So I spoke to the people.
fried fish in Jamaica.
Brought that bread.
It says so I spoke to the people in the morning, and in the evening my wife died. The next morning I did as I'd been commanded. Not to cry, not to mourn.
Yeah. Yeah, Curtis, exactly.
Someone else has. Okay. Matthew 6.
See, that's the difference between camps as well. Right? The purple gang, they're getting prepared for building up the community. The brothers of GMS, we're getting prepared for all this calamity.
Exactly.
Right? We're two different spirits.
Exactly.
Two different spirits.
Exactly. Yep.
Somebody who says the judgment is not going to take place for 30 years, 100 years, you guys are not getting ready for calamity.
Exactly.
You're not getting ready for loss. That means you're not reading scriptures. People are looking, you have hope in this place.
That's right.
Matthew 6:19, it says, "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth," and that means that you have hope in the MOTV, because the MOTV is the next system.
Exactly.
How could you have hope in America when the next system of America is digital? That means you have hope in what?
Yeah. Yeah, the slavery. You have hope in slavery.
It's not coming upon us like a thief in the night.
Come.
But it's coming. You think you're 1,000 years, guaranteed it's gonna come like a thief in the night.
And that's why you're gonna take it. You're gonna take the sea him.
Lay not up for yourself treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. So just like everyone's talking about that, that's what you're doing. Just focusing on like, I want to beat this kingdom, I want to look at my 401k, I'm looking at the stocks. I know this place is going down, but I'm gonna move money over here, I'm gonna move to Africa, because things are going over there. Burkina Faso's doing good, I'm gonna move over there.
Burkina Faso.
So it's like that guy that got deleted in your group.
Man.
They said he was trying to protect his family because of a B&E, and now you're gone. So whatever it is that you were protecting, you lost.
Yeah, you lost anything. Yeah, God. You lost it and your life.
Verse 20 says, "But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt."
Which are the wicked. That's the moth and the rust in this world. It's the wicked elite. They corrupt everything and they take from you completely, right?
And where thieves do not break through nor steal.
Yeah, the wicked. You know, Esau, Edom, Amalek to be at the top of that.
For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So like if this kingdom goes down, your mind to go with the kingdom.
Yeah.
And wherever the kingdom is, all my money in stocks, the Bitcoin, fuck, I gotta get it back. Okay, what I gotta do? Oh, I gotta take it on TV. Okay, whatever, I gotta get my money back. Do it. Yeah. Whatever it is, wherever their mind is attached to the kingdom, could be women, could be money, could be your housing market, whatever. You're gonna go with it.
Yep.
Because you're attached to that shit. That's why the pilgrims, mentioned the pilgrims before. Pilgrims are not attached to the carnal things. They were spiritual pilgrims.
Yeah.
So whatever, I don't care. Okay, my business going look, whatever. I'm gonna get into the kingdom.
Yeah. This wasn't the destination, anyways.
Yeah.
It's just like, what did it say? A stepping stone. Yeah. This kingdom is a stepping stone.
Well,
it's not the destination.
A lot of brothers live in cities that are going to disappear. So how could you think that this is going to be it? The majority of the men that you see on the highways and byways are in cities that will never be there again.
Yep.
That was it?
Yeah.
I got two. This is Sirach 1 and 25. It says, "The parables of knowledge are in the treasures of wisdom, but godliness is an abomination to a sinner." And then I got, what is it talking about?
Which means that this is not even our world either.
Yeah.
Because to prosper in this world means you have to be ungodly.
Exactly.
You can't get to the top unless you're ungodly.
That's it.
To win.
Yeah, sin to win. Yeah, exactly.
These brothers are
I'm saying a song, like a regular, like an R&B song, is based on adultery.
Yeah.
Right. So be
That's the best ones.
Good time.
In the world, he said,
God.
best R&B song is
God.
Yeah.
brothers are going into loss, right? So
Yeah.
loss. This is Philippians 3 and 3 in the NLT. It says, "For we worship by the Spirit of the Most High." It's like, for we who worship by the Spirit of the Most High are the ones who are truly circumcised. We rely on what Mashiach Yahushai has done for us. We put no confidence in human effort.
Damn.
Though I could have confidence in my own effort if anyone could.
Right.
Indeed, if others have reason for confidence in their own efforts, I have even more. I was circumcised when I was 8 days old.
That's it.
I am a pure-blooded citizen of Israel and a member of the tribe of Benjamin. A real Hebrew, if there ever was one. I was a member of the Pharisees who demand the strictest obedience to the J law.
Yeah.
Law.
Yeah.
I was so zealous that I harshly persecuted the church, and as for righteousness, I obeyed the law without fault. I once thought these things were valuable, but now I consider them worthless because of what Yahushua has done. Yes, everything else is worthless when compared with the infinite value of knowing Mashiach Yahushua, my Lord.
True.
For this sake, I have discarded everything else, counting it all as garbage, so that I could gain Yahushua and become one with him. I I no longer count on my own righteousness through obeying the law. Rather, I become righteous through faith in Yahushua. For the Most High's way of making us right with himself depends on faith.
Exactly. Yeah.
So Nate being an elder, he jump over that scripture right there, 'cause that cuts everything everything he's about.
Yeah.
Right there that was read.
Yeah.
Cuts him.
Show you that he doesn't believe.
Done.
Because at the end of it, it says that's what makes you right.
That's right.
So you don't actually believe, man.
Well, he made faith. So we're GMS is a faith-based group or something like that. He said, which is true.
Yeah.
I have it on the chat GPT. The Great Millstone versus the IUIC. Says the IUIC Israel United in Christ, founded by Bishop Nathaniel, known for strict discipline, purple and gold uniform, and military street teaching stuff. Heavy focus on the law keeping, order, and building a national identity. Building a national identity for Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans as Israelites.
That's IUIC?
Yeah,
It's strict
Yeah.
discipline, right?
yeah.
That's strict discipline and worldly values.
Yep.
Strict discipline, yeah, one man has to have one wife.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't do this, all this stuff, just worldly stuff.
But then they be the camps that have the most what's it called? Adultery, but like what do you call it? Scandals. Have the most scandals. You got a man pulling his fringe across the side, sending a rod pick, going sitting beside the same brother saying Shalom. Bro, these guys, Chad doesn't even got it right. Chad don't really know what who the true prophets are.
Yeah, it says it have it. I'm gonna get it for the Great Millstone.
In the meantime, get your precept.
Hold on, real quick, I'm
Okay.
finishing up here.
Oh yeah. Fine.
So it says, verse 10, I want to know Yahushai and experience the mighty power that raised him from the dead. I want to suffer with him, sharing in his death, so that one way or another I will experience the resurrection of the dead. I don't mean to say that I have already achieved these things or that I have already reached perfection, but I press on to possess that perfection for which Mashiach Yahushai first possessed me.
Press on. He's working on his own salvation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that perfection doesn't come till we get the new bodies and we're under the second covenant.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Verse 13, no, dear brothers and sisters, I have not achieved it, but I focus on this one thing, forgetting the past and looking forward to what lies ahead.
Yeah.
I press on to reach the end of the race and receive the heavenly reward, for which the Most High, through Mashiach Yahushai, is calling us. Let all who are spiritually mature agree on these things.
Right.
If you disagree,
And not everybody's spiritually mature.
Exactly. Yep.
says, if you disagree on some point, I believe the Most High will make it plain to you, but we must hold on to the progress we have already made.
So even Paul can't make it plain for everybody.
So point Paul, I forgot what he said, but he said that he presses on and he forgets the things
In the past, yeah.
That's why Paul always compares it to like sports, because like athletes kind of go to the same thing,
Yeah.
right? It's not just athletes, but everyone.
Yeah.
Just athletes, right?
Yeah.
The same thing where you have like a goal in mind and you just keep pushing forward. Whatever they fucked up in the past, I gotta learn from it. What did I do wrong? Okay, I apply it in the present. So
Yeah.
build up the future. That my goal is to whatever make it to the pros or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So like you can't really get caught up in like the past or whatever mistake you made, because like it's really just a lesson.
So that's what
Exactly.
Second Ezra's
Don't 16. Don't let your sins weigh you down.
Well, sports is a great analogy for life, right?
Yeah.
So you can always use sports as an analogy, because when you look at certain men, certain of them, they make it, some of them they don't make it, some of them they they waste their lives. So sports is a great analogy for life.
Yeah. And like you said, the L's are lessons. So if you're like your L's are not lessons, you don't actually truly believe in the faith.
Exactly.
You know, like if you're catching hell and you're not learning from it, you don't truly believe in what you're involved in.
That's what the fighters see. You see, I either win or I learn. They don't
It's,
really lose.
exactly. It's still exactly.
They think the opponent, okay,
Con.
I learned from this, I'm gonna go back and camp, I'm gonna do this and that.
Con. That's right.
Because there's another thing you mentioned about belief. I got the word belief in etymology.
Mhm.
It says assurance or belief in the goodwill. So like
belief in a good way, like you just said, you gotta believe in what you're doing. You believe that you have to actually, because Paul was talking with a lot of confidence in that scripture that the elder read.
Yeah.
He's talking with a lot of confidence. You can't come in and be like, oh well, you know, like you actually do need to believe you are one of the elect, even though you don't know.
You have to believe it. You have to
Because then
believe it.
if you believe it, then you're gonna start to move how the elect move.
Exactly. Yep.
Because if you tell yourself, oh, I'm not one of the elect, you're not gonna do things that it tells you to be like you. You're
That's
like,
right.
oh, well, I'm not one of the elect. I'm not gonna be brotherly. I'm not gonna take care of my family. I'm not gonna take care of my body.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like that.
Well,
Yeah,
the Most High wants
exactly.
Yahweh Shemel Shai is something unless you are one of the elect. So the fact that some brothers are being stuck with, it's kind of an indicator as well.
Yeah.
Right? Because those men are his. When you read John 17 and 9, those are his men.
As long as he sups with you to the very end. Because he supped with Judas Iscariot until he stopped supping with him.
True.
You know, so like, and like that's why what Paul said, I press forward. How do you say I press forward to the destination or something like that? To see the prize, the heavenly prize. So, like,
Because remember, he in his mind, he put a
he saw the
himself,
yeah.
saying, "Look, I killed men of the Lord." I
Exactly.
I was wicked.
Exactly.
And Esau calls that head trash, right?
Mm.
When you look up CIA tactics, they call it head trash.
Yeah.
Where if you're in the field, you can't be distracted. So they show you techniques how to get
Yeah.
rid of that.
Yeah.
Trauma you went through.
Yeah.
Insecurity.
Yeah.
Something like that. They kind of tell you how to do that, how to get rid of it. And that's what weighs you down.
Yeah.
You know,
It's true. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Just to add to what I was saying, you can't go like, oh, okay, because when you play in a sport, you pass off everything. Like I want to go pro in this. This is the thing I'm doing.
All eggs, one basket. Yeah.
So like I can't. You're on the field and you're playing. Like your coach is relying on you. Everyone's relying on you. You make the wrong play, like you just made a play, you fucked up on the play. You can't be thinking about that play anymore. What did I do wrong? Okay, I gotta play right now.
Yeah.
There's no fuck, because it will catch up to you the next play, the next play.
Yeah.
It's a domino effect.
And that's also like when you weigh on your mistakes, it's a lack of faith as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So you really think about it, Yahweh already died for that mistake. So like you best learn from it.
And another thing that fighters say too is they ask them how to get confidence. They'll tell you it's my preparation. You know, if I did everything I needed to do,
it's true.
You know,
Yeah,
I did
it's
my
true.
road work, I did my strength, I slept right, I didn't pop women.
Yeah. Ate well. Yeah.
My preparation is my confidence. Like tonight, there's a big fight, a very big fight tonight.
Yeah.
It's actually timing to what we're talking about. It's a guy going from a lower weight class, he's jumping up, he's fighting a top guy in a heavier weight class.
Yeah.
Which is really crazy.
Yeah,
People say he's crazy. You know, so you better be confident.
Yeah.
You know, you can walk out of there with a fractured vertebrae, a broken nose, or the head trauma. You can walk in one way and come out a different way. So you better have confidence.
Yeah.
Because you usually find punch might be so fucking hard.
That's why you have to actually believe in what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're gonna take hits, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. It's like, man, either I love this or I don't.
It's straight. Yep.
If you don't, you're gonna turn your back and say, I'm not doing this. I don't want to fight.
That's why they call the boxing ring the chamber of truth. That's what they call it, the chamber of truth.
Yeah.
When you're fighting, you're smart, you're gonna see, you're gonna crouch up and just hide. You know, you're gonna take a hit and hit back.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Shows who you are.
You know?
Somebody got something? Let me read this real quick.
I'll just say this
Yeah.
because that's powerful.
Oh yeah, you did.
Oh, slap it, brother.
Go ahead. Say what you got to
Yeah,
say.
because you read, I think one of the words was progress, and the brother mentioned it there in the sport analogy. But I just wanted to read it real quick, man, because it says a going on action of walking forward. So when you meet it, that crisis, whatever it is, you got to remember how you got to that point, right?
True.
In regards to your preparation and so forth. Progress in walking forward is very, very important. Yeah. Right? Because you got to, if you look back, you better look back.
Like Job's wife. Job's wife. The scriptures tell us.
That's right.
Job's wife.
Just look at how you were prepared to get to this point. That's what you say. But word Proverbs came in that reading. So
Yeah.
Keep on going.
I had some.
Go ahead and you got it. Yeah,
It's
something you
just-
got it.
It's not a script, so you can
Okay,
go
okay.
first 'cause it's just less than 20
Okay.
seconds anyways.
Come. Go ahead.
In Tobit chapter 12, verse 12, and it says, "Now therefore, when thou didst pray, Sarah, thy daughter-in-law, I did bring to the remembrance of your prayers for the Holy One. And when thou didst bury the dead, I was with thee likewise. And when thou didst not delay to rise up, leave thy dinner, and go to cover the dead, thy good deed was not hid from me, but I was with thee. And now the Most High Yahweh hath sent me to heal thee and Sarah thy daughter-in-law. I am Raphael, one of the seven holy angels, which sent thy prayers to saints, which go in and out for the glory of the Holy One." I'm reading this to show as an example because COVID, he had he was in this moment of suffering, and he was burying the dead, and bird couldn't die, and he was going through that moment of suffering, but he still had certain works for the Lord to remember those things, right? And we were talking about earlier about putting on their booty, right? And they like had certain kinds of characteristics, behaviors, and qualities that they would exemplify, right? Not boasting in the law, right? Like the campsites, but instead, they had certain type of characteristics that they would exemplify. So the main, kind of hit the point. I guess in all together, he had certain works of the Lord, like, okay, he did this. When I was in time of calamity, then the Lord basically, allowed him to, be healed essentially, right? Pretty much going back to an earlier point about what's called attachment, because the scriptures say that riches don't profit in the day of wrath, but righteousness can deliver from death, right? So David had certain kinds of characteristics, even Daniel, the lion's den,
Works with faith.
right? Exactly.
Works with faith.
Works of faith.
Yeah.
That kind of intervened for him in times of trouble.
Yeah.
Right? So
one of the things they did, like when Islam and that actually ran very there was against the law. Come. Right? You make sure that they didn't stay up like on the street like the whole night over. That's like a curse.
Beautiful point. Yeah, beautiful point.
Yeah, because of faith, the Maccabees, they fought.
Yeah. 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 Go ahead.
Let me just finish this first. It was the word disciples. This is G3101. It's Matthias.
Strong's G3101. Mathetes.
Yes, so it says here a learner, pupil, disciple.
Yeah. That's also where you get the word discipline from, right? Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, con. Go ahead, Gabarga. I got something after you. Okay, guys.
Simply to the 8 verse, second, simply to the 4 verse 8. This is really like how the next, like the hope for next, we're going through like all and that's where they have to come back up. You go to this out of collision, let's make us purify us. Not really we're supposed to get back up, that's us lay your sins fully down. So it reads, I think we just focus 8, it reads, we are pressed on all sides, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not forsaken, struck down, but not destroyed. That's when we know that Yahweh Shai, sacrifice the day to his blood to overcome.
Right? And you should understand that this is not your rest too. Right? Even though we're in the mindset that, like we're about to get the kingdom and all of that good stuff, you have to understand your position right now.
Yes.
As a servant.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
You're not in power.
Yeah.
You don't have power in this world.
Yeah. Paul said you haven't resisted unto death yet, or unto blood. That was it? You got it. I got some after you.
This is Rock 2:17. So they that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight.
Which is what we've been saying all day.
Mm-hmm.
That's the real exercise that we're training for.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That mental, that spiritual, that emotional. That's what we're building up to. We're building up to being hard, like a soldier. Remember that I sell soldiers?
Yes. Yep.
Verse 18, saying, we will fall into the hands of the Lord, and not into the hands of men. For as his majesty is, so is his mercy. Right? And real quick, this is 1 Corinthians 9, in 20 NLT. When I was with the Jews, I lived like a Jew to bring the Jews to the Yahweh.
when I was with some, like when I was with those who followed the Jewish law, I too lived under that law, even though I am not subject to the law. I did this so I could bring to Yahushua those who are under the law. When I am with the Gentiles who did not follow the Jewish law, I too live apart from that law, so I can bring them to Yahushua, but I do not ignore the law of the Most High. I obey the law of Yahushua. When I am with those who are weak, I share their weakness, for I want to bring the weak to Yahushua. Yes, I try to find common ground with everyone, doing everything I can to save some. I do everything to spread the good news and share in its blessings. Don't you realize that in a race everyone runs, but only one person gets the prize? So
Yeah.
run to win.
That's right.
All athletes are disciplined in their training.
That's right.
They do it to win a prize that will fade away, but we do it for an eternal prize.
Exactly.
So I run with purpose in every step. I am not just shadow boxing, right?
Exactly.
Mentioning boxing too.
Yes. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, shadow boxing is one thing.
Yeah.
It's not the fight.
It's not the
You know,
fight.
you're imagining you're doing this and that. That's
Still not the real thing. Yeah.
The fight is somebody hits back.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's why these other camps are wondering why we're out there in the winter. We're out there during blizzards. The reason why we're out there is because we see the prize.
Exactly.
You guys ain't out there because you guys ain't in this.
Yep.
We laughed you guys long
Yep.
time.
And the whole joke is that they think we're shadow boxing. Like, why are you
Yeah,
doing
they're-
this? What's the
they're
point?
beating
They're the ones beating the air, and it's gonna be manifest when all hell breaks loose. That's when the game and the fight actually starts.
They have a lack of vision, a lack of tunnel vision.
Con.
So that's why you're in a position. You're in that position for a reason, for us to see when they don't get their prize, they're gonna be trying to come to us, and then it's gonna be like all that hell just coming behind you,
Yeah.
like a barrage of demons.
Go buy oil. Yeah, virgin. Go buy oil for yourselves. Hold on.
I was gonna say
Oh.
with the IUIC versus
Oh, hold that. Finish your point.
I was just
Hold
gonna
that.
say, some people, when that bell rings, what did the rep say? He says, "Protect yourself at all times."
Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
Some people don't get that.
Yeah,
Some
it's
people
very
think,
true.
You know, they look at the ref, yo, I need a timeout, and the ref's like, "There's nothing happened." That's it. And then people are like, "Oh, it's cheating." Bro, the ref told you to protect yourself.
Yourself at
Unless
all
the ref comes and says, "Yo, hold on, timeout."
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You
God.
guys told us to arm ourselves.
Exactly.
You put on the best plate of faith.
Yes.
Last verse 27, I discipline my body like an athlete, training it to do what it should.
Mhm.
Otherwise, I fear that after preaching to
And
others,
these guys are training for debates. Right? You guys are training for things that we've already elevated from. That's why I'm laughing right now, because there are certain brothers that are elevating and certain brothers that are going down. And that's going to be to your own destruction.
Mhm.
Right? Because you have to understand that this thing is a thing of faith and it's spiritual.
Yes.
They're still living like we're in 2008. You failed, man.
Con. Stagnant. You never had living waters.
No. You're still debating, Christian.
Yeah, exactly.
this is
Hold on.
I discipline my body like an athlete, training it to do what it should. Otherwise, I fear that after preaching to others, I myself might be disqualified.
Hey, that's why when we see the small hat people, who we were in 2028 is not who we are today.
Mhm.
We know how to maneuver.
Mhm.
We speak differently.
Yep.
We'll tell them you are exactly who you say you are.
Yep.
this is off the chat.
Hold on 1 second. Let me just bring it up real quick, and then you got it. I was waiting for this. You're done with that, right? This is Luke 21 and 11 in NLT. It says, there will be great earthquakes, and there will be famines and plagues in many lands, and there will be terrifying things and great miraculous signs from heaven. But before all this occurs, there will be a time of great persecution. You will be dragged into synagogues and prisons, and you will stand trial before kings and governors because you are my followers. So we know the narrative of all the different chaos and psyop that's happening is going to be pointed to those that call themselves Hebrew Israelites, whether you're of the righteous or you're of the wicked.
Yeah,
Right?
some of you brothers are gonna make videos that's probably gonna get you arrested.
Yeah.
And that's just your trial and tribulation.
Yeah, God. Yep.
And the lawsuits will come with that.
Yep.
Start this week, right? The apostle was going into it.
Yeah,
Apostle
Con.
was
Okay, Con.
The guy he did that in the
Oh, yeah. The pilot. Yeah. Yeah, so it says, I'll read it again. So it says, before all this occurs, there will be a time of great persecution. You will be dragged into synagogues and prisons, prison camps, whatever, or what have you. And it says, and you will stand trial before kings and governors because you are my followers. But this will be your opportunity to tell them about me. So don't worry in advance about how to answer the charges against you, for I will give you the right words and such wisdom that none of your opponents will be able to reply or refute you.
Yeah, that's why these people don't take us serious. They just put us in a box, which is black Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah.
If they were ever supposed to bring us in front of a court and we give them a dissertation on who we were, that we're literally just self-identifying, they would have to take us serious.
Yeah.
Because all we're saying is that we're the Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah.
That's all we're saying.
Yeah.
We're not disannulling
Anybody else, yeah,
We're just
Con.
talking about ourselves.
Exactly.
So they would have to put that in the record.
Yeah, exactly.
Legally.
Yeah.
They would never want to do that.
Yes.
That's what's scaring Esau right now. So it's better to just ignore you, because if we speak to them the way that we speak, they're done.
Right.
They're
Right.
done.
Yeah.
Because we're self-identifying. Because then you're gonna have to show us who the fuck is a black person. Because you guys have legally
Said that we,
people
yeah.
claim it to be Shemites.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
right.
cool. Is anybody else a Shemite legally?
Yeah.
So you're telling us that you're identifying one group of people that are Shemitic. Cool, beautiful. Is anybody else in the world Shemitic, and do they get any inheritance? Or they're the only people that get an inheritance biblically? They can't deal with us.
Yeah.
It's too
Straight
much.
up. Yep. Con. In verse 14, it says, so don't worry in advance about how to answer the charges against you, for I will give you the right words and such wisdom that none of your opponents will be able to reply or refute you.
That's that oil. The oil that we have, like I always say, there's only one knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in this world. Everything else is perverted, right? You can only pervert the truth, but it's still only one truth, right? And most people right now, when you're really smart with the truth, you can, like Esau mixes truth and lies, which is deception.
Yeah.
But most people in the world just know lies.
Yeah.
They're lost.
Yeah, Con.
Right? But to be a deceiver, you have to know both.
Yes.
Truth and lies.
Yes,
And then you mix both of them together.
That's right. Yep. It says, even those closest to you, your parents, brothers, relatives, and friends will betray you. They will even kill some of you. Right? They will even,
family,
yep.
your sister, your fucking father.
Yep.
Call that hotline. I always knew he was a radical.
Yeah.
Sorry, AI, huh? Okay.
And that's another thing, the deep fake. Right? They're gonna see things, even if they once believed in what you were doing, they're gonna see a deep fake and be like, what? He never told me this is what great. Esau sadistic. So whatever he's gonna come up with the deep fake is gonna be, it's gonna be one hell of an enchantment.
Or there's gonna be like a fake pass. Like was gonna get a fake pass watch or something.
Yeah.
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 They're gonna call up, be like, this guy's a good chick.
Yeah. Exactly.
They just used the narrative the other day, saying that it was a trans person or a so-called black person that actually did shoot it, right?
Well, that's what they said?
Yeah, and a lot of people went out there and they believed it till they even started threatening the HBCs, the black colleges, and they had to close down just because of the picture that they painted. So the deepfake, when they put the deepfake out, these dummies are going to believe it.
Yo, they're gonna come for your life. It says these guys are gonna come for your life.
That gross darkness covers the people.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It says everyone will hate you because you are my followers.
Just like the brother just said. So that's a narrative.
It's a narrative.
Everybody to hate us, there has to be a narrative painted of us and people are gonna be like,
Yeah.
those men are the worst.
And that's serious because the world's problem is going to be put so-called on our shoulders.
Damn,
You know, whatever happening is globally,
it's gonna be our fault.
it's going to be our fault globally.
Shall be hated of all men for my
Name safe. Yep.
These guys are the ones who bring the downfall of America. Get them.
Yeah. They're witches. They're warlocks. They do this. They're in a cult. They serve this person, that person. Yeah, they're great people. They sacrifice people. I even heard some of them were eating, other humans. Yeah, man. They said that about Yahweh Shai. They said he was a cannibal, a cannibal, right? Cannibal. He said he was a cannibal because he did the Passover.
Yeah, he said, eat of my flesh.
And then how many men left? They're all like, yo, we can't serve this guy. Yeah. So it says,
But that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
That lady in Cleveland, that's where it was. She left the voicemail allegedly threatening the mayoral candidate.
Hmm.
The voicemail. And then they were going to arrest her until they investigated it because it came from her number. But she said part of my real voice was used, but everything else was artificially devised.
yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and in the voicemail it said, yo, don't run for a mayor. I'm going to come to your house. I'm going to rape you. I'm
Wow.
going to kill your wife.
Wow.
Hey, and every
Wow.
single one of us, every human has given these apps access
Yes.
to your voice,
Your mind, yeah, your picture, yeah.
videos. So every one of us can be used because we've given the permission
Mhm.
to the different apps.
That's right. That's right.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree to the
I
terms.
concur. You are
Yeah.
hacked.
And it says, and everyone will hate you
You know what I'm
because,
saying? When you sign up to apps, it says
Yeah.
agree or disagree.
yeah, come.
All the terms.
All the terms, you're not going to read that. Yep. And everyone will hate you because you are my followers, but not a hair of your head will perish. But by standing firm, you will, even those that do end up dying for the truth, you'll come back. You'll be resurrected. So you really didn't perish, right?
Yeah, and brothers should start understanding that. So that shouldn't even really steer you in that way. You should understand what it is, man.
Yep. That's right. It says, by standing firm,
They call it RIP, and that's really for the elect, rest in peace. Right? When we were the Heavenly Father, so what's one piece of that?
Nothing. Paul couldn't even explain it.
Right.
Paul said it's just beautiful, man.
yeah. It says, by standing firm, you will win your souls. Right? Because it's a fight for your soul. That's what it is at the end of the day. Satan and the Most High, and Yahweh Shai, have a bet. Whose souls are going to be, how many souls am I going to get? And how many souls are you going to get?
Mhm.
Yahweh Shai said, well, these souls are mine. They're not going nowhere. And Satan said, bet. Let's see.
Put
You
me
know?
through that test like dope.
Exactly. That's it on that.
Same with the chat GPT, this is the IUIC versus the GMS, right? So I'm gonna continue. It says approach, outreach heavy, they recruit, teach.
Who's this? IUIC?
IUIC. Approach, outreach heavy, they recruit, teach, and put on public display to attract attention. So like that's what they have to allow speakers and stuff. Like which we don't even do that anymore.
The gimmicks.
Yeah,
The marching.
yeah.
They march 100 men down a whole block.
Somebody could fly the banner.
It says criticism. It says accused of twisting scriptures, authoritarian leadership, anti-Semitic rhetoric, and cult-like tendencies.
Yeah, these are Israelites that don't even have the truth. So how much more of those that have the truth? They call them a cult, authoritarianism,
Well, they're going to put a squeeze on all this.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
It says for great most on GMS. It says founded break away from other camps in the early 2000s, leader Apostle Bahar style, raw, unfiltered, often vulgar, and confrontational street preaching.
Paul said, what? Though I be rude in speech, not in knowledge. You know?
known for long video break, known for long video breakdown and content review of their camps.
Yeah, because they keep going off.
And it says very heavy.
And we rebuke ourselves too. GMS rebukes GMS too. there's no, the truth is the truth. Doesn't matter if you're in GMS or not.
We all go on saying through the 3 and 16 says all scriptures that the teaching.
Rebuke, yeah.
Set it straight.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So this is what we don't rebuke someone because we feel like it.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Says very heavy on prophecy, end time destruction of Edom, so-called white man. So he had the file, right? And he knows that we're the one that's basically like upholding, like we're against this whole this whole shit with the other Israelite camps, because they're pushing a whole narrative, or pushing like the righteous narrative.
Yeah. Yeah. Wisdom of Psalm chapter 2. That whole chapter tells you that they know that we have the truth. They're talking with themselves. Okay, you know what? Eventually they're gonna be like, you know what? Let's just do it. Okay, we've seen this. They're saying they've seen this. Let's see what happens. Yeah, let's put them through it. They say God will intervene. Fuck, we saw different. So let's see.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it.
As far as the break off is very important. They use a kind of negative term. But in scripture, when you go back to it correctly and say it correctly, 1619 to 1969. You have to follow that. That's a landmark. Okay. And when you go into it, you'll understand the position of the apostles, but more importantly, who the Lord was working with at the time before the apostles came on the scene before the so-called break off. So I'm just making the point clear, right? The history of the church, the Lord's church, his house, starts then, 1619 to 1969, or 1970 to,
Now,
right? So simply put, I just want to verify that.
Con.
Okay, I got 2 Timothy 2 and 3. Elder Howard mentioned harvest failure. So it says, in NLT, endure suffering along with me as a good soldier of Yahushai, Mashiach. Soldiers don't get tied up in the affairs of civilian life, for then they cannot please the officer who enlisted them. And athletes cannot win the prize unless they follow the rules. So you can see who's following the rules and who's not following the rules. It's pretty obvious if you're following the rules. So somebody has to be following the rules. Right? It says, and hardworking farmers should be the first to enjoy the fruit of their labor. So it was only if you're the scripture says you reap what you sow. So if you're and also you sow what you reap. So if you're sowing unfruitful works, you're gonna get it at the end. Right? So you're seeing all this judgment happening with people being fucked up, being jacked up, right? The same thing's gonna happen inside the temple, right? You're gonna find out who is really of Yahushua and who's not, because whatever they're doing in the darkness, in private,
it's gonna manifest.
yeah, you're gonna see it, and you can't be like, oh no, this reason, this no. You just gotta look at it for what it is.
Yeah.
Like, what's that guy from Sakari? That guy.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, maybe no. If you were doing what you're supposed to be doing, this wouldn't have been happening. It's just very simple. And if you look in the history, I came in later on, but my brothers know from what he was coming at the apostles for years before that, so it's not a surprise.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So like just like you talk about, it goes into athletes. The same thing with athletes. You see the athletes that make it. There's a certain pattern. There's a certain behavioral pattern that they all have.
Yeah, the scriptures say, "Put on the elect."
Yeah.
Exactly. And then the fire will try every man's work.
Yep.
To see of what manner it will be.
Yep.
And the scriptures also say, judgment must first begin, the house of Israel first.
Exactly. Exactly. So all you Jakes, all you Israelite camps that are sold out, you didn't know the judge was gonna start with you first. You thought you were gonna skimmy out your way out to the back door or something. Exactly.
That was it. And then a lot of those men, they have blood on their hands because they weren't teaching the truth.
Exactly.
So that's even more scary than anything else.
All those views.
Damn. All blood.
Blood, families, cousins.
Blood.
One view could really be 10 people in one house watching you.
And that's all on you. You told them the MOT
Exactly.
It's not real.
Damn.
You said you could call the Most High
The yogurt.
Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Matthew 23:5. But all their works they do for to be seen of men. They make broad their phylacteries and enlarge the borders of their garments, their camps. You know, chiefly the purple gang.
Flying all over the world.
Literally and spiritually, they're doing it to the truth. What they do to their garments, literally coloring it and enlarging the borders, they're adding and taking away from the scriptures.
They're already in the chariot. They need it.
Right, yeah. They were talking with Yahweh Shai a week ago. Talking about, I'm going to come in your name and do this. But we don't know the Lord's name.
And love the uppermost rooms at feasts and the chief seats in the synagogue.
Yeah, and that's how when you, because a lot of them they put their high holy days on camera, and that's how they'll have it. They'll have it to where their seats are raised.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Khan, I forgot about that. Yeah, Khan.
Yeah. Yeah.
He had the white bitch right there.
Yeah, it was the Edomite. Yeah, Edomite. Yeah, Edomite.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Second last verse. And greetings in the markets, and to be called of men, rabbi.
Yeah,
rabbi.
chief captain, high priest, this, that, third. Like them ancient African names. You have like 3, 4, 5 names before you get to the main name. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's why most Rastas don't know how Haile Selassie, the this, the that, because that's how they give names.
Yeah. Title after title.
Titles after title. Yeah.
Man.
The Nigerian kid in Jamaica, Chukumo.
Yeah.
We had said like, my name is Chuku.
What is it?
Mo.
Yeah. Bro, just get to Mo, fam. Just yo. Yo.
But they always say that, like, if you ever meet them,
Yeah.
just call me Mo.
Yeah.
No, they'll give you the whole name, but then just call me Mo.
Yeah. They had to get it out.
Your name means something. And they're proud of that name.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah, you done, right? Come on.
This is Job 32:21. It says, "Let me not, I pray you, accept any man's person, neither let me give flattering titles unto men.
Wow, straight.
For I know not to give flattering titles. In so doing, my maker would soon take me away."
Exactly.
And then that's how you create a fan. Right? You don't want nobody to look at you as a fan because you're just a man. Right? I'm going to let you down. As a man, I'm going to do certain things that's going to make you feel like, but I'm just a man. I'm not going to always be good. Some days I'm going to be sick.
Yeah.
You're going to see my weakness. You know, I might cry. Whatever.
Yep.
Men go through shit, bro.
Yeah.
And certain men, they would get a title, but that's because they did something. Like someone put up a thing. They're making a movie about William the Conqueror.
Yeah.
Normandy.
Oh, I put that for the brothers.
Right? Oh yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
Right. His name's William, but his name's the Conqueror.
Yeah.
Because he did that. He went to England and he
conquered. Yeah.
Anglo-Saxon kingdom. That's how the Anglo-Saxons were defeated. But that's like a title because of action. It's not like, oh, William, the best and the most favorable and the most gracious and all this.
Yeah. Kind.
But as men, we just have names. As
It's
prophets, as men of God, we just have our Hebrew name, and that's more than enough. Bro.
Yeah.
Your Hebrew name.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
It's more than enough. That's a powerful thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because in the scriptures it said, I think in the New Testament it said Simon Canaanite.
Yep.
I believe.
Yeah.
And what was the guy? Yeah, that was another one.
Timothy's father, the Grecian.
Yeah, that is well.
Yeah.
Another one, the same guy everybody got. You would think that in the second Samuel, Bathsheba's husband.
Yeah.
It died.
Yeah,
They hit that.
that was-
Yeah. Just titles.
That's
Yeah.
what you-
Come.
Going to Japanese and coming on a horse.
Mhm.
And real quick, also, about fighters, that's how, Daniel was, Daniel, 11.
8?
Daniel,
Okay.
there, 11 and 11.
Okay.
He mentioned the ram shall push and everything.
Oh yeah, Daniel
And
11.
it
Yeah.
mentions he shall gain throne through flatteries,
Right.
right? And that's an Edomite thing, man.
Yeah.
The gift of gap is his tongue.
Yeah.
You
Con.
know, his legal quotes, his legal systems, and words he uses. Very
Yes.
smooth.
Just like that one guy who died on the spot. He said, I forgot his name. They said he's a god and he died on the spot. No, in New Testament. I think it's an Acts. You know what I'm talking about? It's a Herod, right?
Yeah.
It's Herod, because there's more than one Herod. Yeah. Yeah, and they say this Herod has to be a god, and then he died right there. Yeah. Yep.
Bishop Nate coming on a horse. In the book of Amos 2, verse 14 to 15, from the 15th verse, it says that therefore the flight shall perish from the swift, and the strong shall not strengthen his force. Neither shall the mighty deliver himself, neither shall he that handleth the bow, and he that is swift of foot shall not deliver himself, neither shall he that rideth the horse deliver himself.
Yo, and that's yeah, exactly. That shows you how bugged out he is because it says the mighty should not deliver himself. Nate knows that because when he almost passed away, who was he calling on? So he knows that. And then he flipped. So that delusion, yeah, it's a scary thing to fall in the hands of living power. That's what that is, you know? Con. Okay, Con. And then you got it, and we'll probably close up.
So this is Daniel 11 and 21. And in his estate shall stand up a vile person to whom they shall not give the honor of the kingdom. But he shall come in peaceably
Mhm.
and obtain the kingdom by flattery.
Con.
NLT, it says, next to come to power will be a despicable man who is not in line for royal succession. He will slip in when least expected.
Yeah, that's what
That's the Edomite.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That trickery,
Yeah.
especially if any of you brothers ever worked in a corporation, that's how they are.
Yeah.
Whoever works in a corporation, holy shit, that place is savage, man.
Yeah.
It's a cutthroat world, man. Very, very cutthroat. And they'll smile in your face and then go right to the boss and stab you in the back.
They want that crazy, man.
Yeah, exactly. They don't care.
You get a bonus, you gotta make it.
Get that promotion.
It says, he will slip in when least expected and
Mhm.
take over the kingdom
Mhm.
by flattery and intrigue.
Hmm.
Before him, great armies will be swept away, including a covenant prince. With deceitful promises, he will make various alliances.
Hey, like if you ever watched that TV show Game of Thrones, there was a guy by the name of Littlefinger. And
Yeah.
that was him.
Yeah.
He was always scheming.
Yeah, Con.
Right? But every time the king kicked my lord.
Yes.
My lord.
Yes.
Well, it's probably against the damn king.
Yes.
My lord.
Yeah, Con. Yeah, usurpers.
It says, with deceitful promises, and that's an Edomite tactic.
Mm-hmm.
All they do is promise bullshit.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
He will make various alliances. He will become strong despite having only a handful of followers. Now, let me get this word flattery in Hebrew. It says halak la kwawat,
Hmm.
which means flattery, slipperiness, fine promises, smoothness.
Exactly.
Right? And then it comes from the root halak, which means to divide, to
Mm.
share, to plunder. Right?
Hey, that's why Esau set this world up in such a wicked way, because we can't prosper here,
Exactly.
right? We can only prosper in righteousness. That's why Jake is like fighting themselves in this
Mhm.
society. They're
Yes.
wondering, I've done everything.
Yeah.
I'm a mole, I'm a
Yeah.
demon, I'm a lion.
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
still can't make it. because
Exactly.
Wickedness doesn't work for us.
Exactly. You're not who they tell you are. You're actually sons of the righteous. You're supposed to do it a different way. You know? That's why it's
Ties up, like,
Yeah.
ties up with Isaiah, Psalm. Wicked are straight from the womb.
yes.
Go straight from the
Speaking
womb.
speaking lies, yes.
Right, and then Psalms 55.
Oh,
Yeah.
wage across the earth. Yeah. Con. Oh, con. Yeah. 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 Con. Yes. You would say so?
No, sorry.
Okay. Con. Con.
It's in regards to other camps and things that made and stuff. It says, this is Job chapter 9, verse 20, and it says, if I justify myself, my own mouth shall condemn me.
Right.
If I say I am perfect, it shall also prove me perverse. You know, to show you the behavior, they have a mindset of like showing perfection in law and all that, right? It's talk about, don't be righteous over much, right? They're only preaching that the law, heavy stuff, essentially putting that heavy yoke upon them, then our forefathers were able to bear, right? And then it just shows you their behavior. And then Yahushua also said that my yoke is easy, my burden is light.
Yes.
You're not showing the works of Yahushua, not showing the importance of Yahushua.
Yeah. Exactly.
Grace.
Yeah, because most people are going to exalt the body.
Exactly.
You're not exalting the new man.
Yes.
You're not building up the new man.
In the spirit, the spiritual
You're
man.
going to try to exalt yourself.
Yeah.
Which is easy to exalt yourself because now brothers are calling you bishop, now they're calling you elder, now they're calling you this. So it's easy to get your ego stroked now.
That's right. So you gotta check yourself constantly.
It's funny that word perverse came out there. I know it's always read back to Esau being that's known as fornicating and Romans.
Yeah. Oh, at least he be any a fornicator like Esau. Yeah. 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 Exactly.
It's so funny because Yahushua gave us the blueprint on what it meant to be a leader. It meant to be a servant.
Yes.
Right? That's why he washed the disciples'
Feet.
And so he gave us the blueprint.
That's right. And Peter, and he gave Peter the hardest line because Peter said, "Yo, why are you washing my feet? Like, you don't need to be washing my feet." And then Yahushua said, "If I don't wash you, you're not gonna get through. I need to wash you," which is true. Like you, like yes, I'm being humble, but this must be done. Just like with John. John was like, "Yo, I need to be baptized by you." He's like, "Yeah, but we need to fulfill the scriptures." You know,
we need to kill the old.
yeah.
And that's what we need to kill this.
Exactly.
This body needs to be killed.
Exactly.
So you can't brag about this. Keeping this. This needs to die.
You're basically saying when you brag about you, you're putting yourself on the level of Yahweh Shai. That's what you do, because there's no in between. There's Yahweh Shai and there's everything corruptible. Yeah. That's it. So if exactly.
We're just hoping to be delivered.
Exactly.
This has to die.
Exactly.
Everything has to die.
Exactly.
You're just hoping to be delivered and to receive the new body.
Exactly. It has to die. That's why Yahweh Shai, to your point, you brought out, Yahweh Shai said to the wicked Pharisees and Sadducees that you shut up the kingdom of heaven, right? And the way they shut up the kingdom of heaven is because they were denying Yahweh Shai. He is the door to that kingdom of heaven. So you shut up the kingdom of heaven, you make a man twice as evil as yourself. You know, I am the door. I am the way. You can't get to the Father without me.
Impossible.
Man.
You got the bill of divorce.
Yeah, we got the bill of divorce.
You consolidate what was severed that we did.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have a lot of these guys going straight to Yahweh, or they believe that.
That's it.
Hilarious.
Like Yahweh, like if the hopeful elect who the Most High already preordained to save can't go straight to the Most High Himself. Like I forgot who broke it down. I was watching a lesson this week. I think it was Apostle Zahar, but he said, or Apostle Gabar, or no, Apostle Ramlab, like, the elect will do stuff, and the Yahweh Shai has to go to the Father and talk to the Father about the elect. You don't have to judge him like this because, he's one of mine. He did this and that. Yahweh Shai has to talk to the Father about what the elect are doing before the Most High murk the elect. And that's true because look what he was about to do to Moses. And it was this woman who stepped in, out of all people, to save him from being murked. So Most High is not a lot of you guys don't want to meet the Most High. You don't want to meet the Most, deal with the Yahweh Shai. You don't want to meet with the Most High. Yeah, that's it. We'll close up. If anybody, you got some?
One
Yeah.
precept here. This is Matthew 10 and 24. It says, the disciple is not above his master, but the servant above his Lord. 25. It is enough for the disciple that he be as his master and the servant as his Lord. So there's balance, right? You can't be proud, the spirit, and you just throw yourself off course, right off of the train tracks into a deep ditch.
Con.
Right? So that's what 2/3 have been doing. We're an example as they're an example.
Con.
So
Yeah.
You can't overboast yourself with this. You have to stay humble and you got to deal with the infirmities, right?
Yeah.
Spiritual infirmities, because you don't know what you did in your last life.
Exactly.
And you don't know what's happening down the road.
Exactly.
Prophecies.
Con.
They said a good king listens to his advisors until he's of full age. A great king listens to his advisors even after he's
Full age. Yes.
So we all can be.
Yes. Yeah. Scripture say, "Let other men praise you. Don't let your mouth praise yourself, because then you know it's coming from the Most High."
That's like I say in the world when the guys like get nicknames, right? Like we call him Smoke. He's the same thing. It's like there's like we call him Smoke because he did this time.
Yeah.
He didn't call. He sometimes he didn't call him Smoke. Like they call him that.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Like the Sons of Thunder.
Yeah.
How should I give him that? Yeah. More on that?
Yeah. And the servant as his Lord, if they have called the master of the house a zealous someone, how much more shall they call them of his household?
Yeah.
They call you out by the devil.
Yeah.
Or the flies.
They're gonna call us Satanists. They're gonna call us all kinds of things. They're gonna say we've said Illuminati, even though we broke it down. They're gonna call us all kinds of things. Yeah, Luciferians.
Broke it down.
Yeah.
Or men. Luciferians means one of the light.
Yeah.
The light. Which is the outside of the truth.
Yeah.
That side is totally different.
Yeah. It's gonna be crazy.
Verse 26 is the last word. Fear them not,
Yeah,
therefore.
because we can call ourselves occultists. And we can
Yeah.
be an occultist as well.
Yeah.
We can be in the occult. This is the occult.
Yeah.
You people just let words scare you.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's it. It's like a snake. People are scared of snakes to have it as a picture or whatever. There's nothing wrong with snakes.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful creature.
Yeah. How should I said? He said he called himself a serpent. The man should be lifted up. He called himself a serpent. Yep. And he told us to be harmless, be wise as serpents. He told us to be.
Because not all snakes are venomous. Right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, some of them are meant to bind you.
Mm-hmm.
The big ones that just bind, just fucking
Break you.
burst,
Yeah, break you.
just swallow you up.
Yeah.
That's what the Lord's going to do to these wicked Pharisees, right? 26. Fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, it that shall not be known. So everything's being revealed. That's why we're in the book of Revelations.
Con.
Right?
Con.
Or apocalypse in the ancient terms.
Yeah.
So everything is being revealed. That's why everything is happening. Eight different government countries being persecuted with everything being revealed that your government is corrupt and now it's time for you to be exposed.
Con.
And then, like we always say, the last place of the great for last is America.
Yeah.
Right?
Save the last for the best. Yeah. Or the best for last. Yeah.
And that's why it says that he knows that he has got a short time.
Yep.
So we're in that time where he's making moves.
Exactly.
He's making big moves, man.
Yeah, there's at an all-time high of people already invested in bunkers.
Yeah.
Right? So they're trying to preserve themselves for the kingdom, right?
For their
So they think they're gonna have a second or third go around, but really is you're being preserved to be in chains.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
You're being beef jerky in the kingdom.
There's no chapter 3, eh?
There's no chapter 3 here.
Chapter 1 was blood.
That's it. That's it. it. That's it on that?
Yeah.
Okay, you close up, Shema.
So with that, all praises, all power, all glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
honor to the apostles and others of the most of the teaching of Yahweh.
Mhm.
Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom to the full elect. Shalom, mashallah. Abba Ball.